Have you already started your tailgate? Us too. It's Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan. The common man and T-Bone you're about to listen to is incredibly stupid. Listener discretion is advised.
The bigger issue is going to be they're like, well, we're not sure, but we think he is wearing a Speedo, but we
can't see it.
Can see it.
You know what? We don't even know if we should pixelate.
It's definitely not. But we're pixelating just out of safety. But he says he's wearing it. No one wants to check.
It's like in My 600-Pound Life. Like they don't even know what they're looking at half the time. They just put the pixels up there just to keep themselves safe. Is it a fat roll? Is it a wiener? I don't know. Put the pixel up there anyway.
Featuring Panama Ted.
I'm a dork and stupid.
Timmy Hall.
I love a good thin meat.
And a crap ton of random sounds from the internet.
His lower body is ridiculously thick.
You're a little stupid.
Not on my watch.
My butt's sore. Holler.
I like that laugh.
Welcome to Man and Bone.
Happy Friday. Hey, it's Football Friday, Bone. Have you heard?
Yeah.
It's Football Friday.
One more time.
I don't know.
One more time.
You know, unless someone forgets to take it out of the system, and then next week, Football Friday, too.
I'll tell you this. If I'm listening Monday and we hear it's almost Football Friday, I think I'm going to do a backflip. I'm going to be so happy just because it means Football Friday never dies around here. It means that there's going to be all kinds of stuff going on. We got draft eventually. We'll have combines in a few weeks, NFL Combine. We'll have spring football, Teddy's favorite Craptastic League will all be playing. So we got football all the time.
He's not watching that.
Sure he is.
He watched it the first year for a little bit because he's a degenerate and wanted to gamble on it. He's not watching it anymore.
Teddy, you're watching, right?
Oh, yeah. Locked in on that.
Who's your team?
The Dallas team.
The Dallas team.
Dallas what?
Yeah.
Dallas Wranglers?
That's jeans.
Yeah, sure.
I can't remember. I'm not in that mode right now. Renegades?
There is a Renegade.
Okay.
Who's the Is there a team, not Mobile, in
Teddy,
Birmingham?
I'll help
team
you
in
out.
Birmingham.
What's the name of the league?
Isn't the UFL?
Is it? I thought it was XFL.
No, it was the USFL and the XFL, and then they combined, they merged. And I thought it was the UFL.
No, it's the WTFL, I believe. Is that not right?
Yes.
It's the Arlington Renegades.
Okay.
Arlington. Well,
It's not Dallas, it's
Dallas-ish.
Arlington.
It's Dallas adjacent.
Adjacent, yeah.
Yeah.
How many teams can you name?
Well, there's the Birmingham team.
Birmingham what?
Yeah.
Birmingham
Stallions.
Wranglers. Oh, Stallions? Oh, it is Stallions.
Stallions.
Then there's the other team.
Yep.
Is it Philadelphia still have a team?
I think there's a Philadelphia team.
Stars.
There's no
Are they
Philadelphia
gone?
team.
They're gone.
They contracted.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
No Philadelphia team.
Yeah, there's the, I don't know.
Who led the league in attendance last year?
St. Louis Battlehawks.
Battlehawks.
That's
yeah,
right.
You know it, yeah.
Know them.
That's
They
right.
wanted to show the NFL. This is what you're missing.
Yeah.
There's a team. Isn't there a team that plays in the Tacoma Dome?
No.
I think there is.
There should
be, but there's not.
They're the Man and Bone Tacoma Domers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here's the rest. The DC Defenders.
Okay.
The Houston Roughnecks.
Oh, there we go.
The Memphis Showboats. The Michigan Panthers.
Hate them.
And the San Antonio Brahmas.
The Brahmas, that's Rock's team, right?
It's named after. The whole league is Rock's league.
I know, but
Yeah.
that one's named after him. Way to kiss up to the commissioner. Jeez. Name your team. Can you imagine if there was just like a Kansas City Roger Goodell's? I mean, maybe that is what we have technically, right? Roger Goodell saying there's no grand conspiracy to anoint the Chiefs, but maybe there is. Maybe that's what they're doing.
All right, it is a Tool of the Week Friday. Please do tweet us at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. Also today, we're going to do a little thing coming up at 4:30. It's called What's the Spread?
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Oh, it is What's the Spread?
What's the spread?
Sorry.
All right.
I had an alternate title in my head.
What's the title you had?
Show us your spread.
Fine.
But that's not it. It's What's the Spread?
Spread Eagle.
No. Sure.
Iron Spread Eagle.
That's right. Iron Gobbledygook Spread Eagle. That's right. Yes.
Other radio shows are talking about the gambling aspects of this and all that, and that's what they're talking about with the spread.
Good for them.
I want to know what you're eating on Sunday.
Yes.
What's the spread?
So you can tweet us your tool of the week at Man and Bone 971, or you can tweet us your spread. What's the spread? Yeah, both.
Give us a tool and tell me what you're going to eat. If you're going to a party, if you're hosting the party, what the grub's going to be. Because there's nobody on Friday of Super Bowl weekend that should be saying to that question, I don't know yet.
I'll tell you what we're doing. Can I tell you what my spread is?
Yeah.
All right. So I've decided to have a football-based matchup because what is Kansas City known for? It's barbecue.
Yeah.
So we're going to get a little rib action going.
You making the rib?
I think I'm going to attempt it. I think I'm going to attempt a rib.
Smoky?
I got to look at the weather. If the weather's good, smoky. If not, oveny. I don't know. In the oven.
Oveny. Bakey.
Yeah. Bakey. So that, and then, of course, for Philly, I'm going to do cheesesteaks.
All right.
And then we'll have a little of each. And then you just decide which one. And then I got 5 people in the house, so we'll all eat and decide what we like.
I'm not doing
and that'll be how
like
we
that.
predict.
For some reason, when it comes to big games, it's always some sort of variation on Tex-Mex Mexican food.
Really?
Yeah, like a big pot of chili, quesadillas, tacos, stuff like that. I don't know why. Ever since I was a kid, when I was a kid, my parents would do like chili and that sort of stuff.
I find that very interesting. I mean, I get like sitting down for a big plate of lasagna to watch the big game may not be the best. I mean, it's fine. I love
food, man.
I love a lasagna. I'm just saying, well, if you're sitting on the couch, it could be a little messy, right? If you know,
lasagna on a stick.
Oh, I didn't even realize we were doing that.
Oh, you can do it, baby.
I got to try this.
All right, here's what I'm doing. I'm doing a slow roasted pork shoulder.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
I'm gonna season that up with some nice Mexican spices. Some cumin, some coriander.
Are we going a barbacoa kind of route?
It'll kind of be that. It's going to braise.
Carnitas route?
It's going to braise in beer.
Okay.
Okay. So there's onions and all sorts of stuff in there. I cooked that for about 8 hours.
Beautiful.
That thing's going to just be shredded, just luscious.
Yeah, luscious.
Luscious. I don't think we use that word enough when it comes to food. I want you to put something in your mouth that almost melts in there and say, man, this is luscious.
Walk into your office on Monday and say, hi, Deborah, you're looking luscious. That may not work. Don't do that.
But you can say that to your pork.
Yes.
You can call your pork luscious. Do not call Deborah luscious.
Right.
Unless that's what you've named your pork.
Show us your luscious Deborah.
Hashtag show us your pork. What's the spread?
What's the spread?
So out of that, we're going to make tacos.
Oh, yeah.
I actually have I pickled my own red onions.
Ooh, yes.
They're ready to go. I know it's a little spicy, but I pickled some habanero peppers.
Oh, look at that.
Which I love. Delicious.
Beautiful.
Blows your ass out.
Good or bad? I don't know. Why? I mean, I know what you're saying. It's delicious and it's spicy, and then you pay the price.
Well, look, there's 2 types of diarrhea.
Okay.
First of all, I think that's a very pleasant word, and if it didn't mean what it meant, you'd name your kids diarrhea.
Teddy, I know it's February, but go ahead and get this one ready for Marconi for next year. Just if you can hit record, let's go 3, 2, and... All right.
There's the type of diarrhea where you have something wrong, you ate something wrong, you have a spasm. Right? Maybe you break out in a cold sweat, and it's like, man, I got to get this out of my body. Mm-hmm. And then there's the positive diarrhea, where you get a good clean out.
Right.
Right? I mean, obviously, you don't have the spasmy sort of thing. It's just like, I got to go. And then you go, cleaned out.
Yeah.
Fireball. Right? And then it's just, whoop, clean as a whistle.
Right. The diarrhea that kills you is the one where you're like, again? And then you have to run.
No. You don't want that.
You want the one where it's like, I think I may have to go to the bathroom. And then within 30 seconds, you've finished.
That's right.
And the toilet may never be the same, but it's all out. Like it.
There's no lingering on the toilet.
Right, exactly.
You're in, you're out, and the wiping is very minimal.
You know what? I wish you could gift things like, here, friend, have a positive diarrhea this weekend. Thank you. Thank you. You know, I'm going to save that, actually.
Let's get Elon on the case.
I'm going to save that for a week from now. I'm going to have a 3-day weekend. I'm going to want a positive diarrhea to get that started.
Hey, hashtag positive diarrhea. How you doing, Ted?
Doing great.
This ain't one of them.
No,
this ain't one of them.
How many other shows around the country, especially those nominated for a Marconi Award, do you think are the Friday before the Super Bowl, they open up with diarrhea?
Well, I mean,
I'm guessing we're the only ones.
We have to be. It's good to be number one or number only Or number 2, actually, Ted. We are number 2. That's right.
Big Buckeye victory last night. Jackets stole a point. We'll talk about it all on this Friday before the Super Bowl coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got some stop-and-go traffic if you need to travel on northbound 315 from Olentangy River Road past North Broadway. And we've got an accident that's causing some delay on Cleveland Avenue near 670. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
At Meijer, we work hard to bring more of the good life to your life so you can bring home more perfectly plump and flavorful produce picked for precise freshness, beautifully marbled beyond brag-worthy certified Angus beef, and more must-have money-saving M-Perks rewards. Because saving more on local favorites is good, but bringing home more of what you love in every trip, that's the good life. We do more to make life a good deal better at Meijer.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. Is it time for a new or used car? Visit Tansky Sawmill Toyota on the corner of Sawmill and 161, home of the Tansky Promise, where our salespeople aren't paid on commission. We have a 72-hour exchange policy, and every transaction is upfront and transparent. You can even start the process at home. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com to start your purchase today and to see all of this month's specials. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Guys, listen up. How many of you out there have been diagnosed with sleep apnea? Maybe your partner can't tolerate your snoring every night. You can't stand your CPAP machine. I totally get it. But the good news is there are alternatives to the CPAP machine. And Dr. Mark Levy is here to change your sleep and your life. Trust me, your spouse will thank you later. Dr. Mark Levy can customize an oral appliance that opens your airways, helps you breathe better, and, of course, stops your snoring. That's the main point. It's quick and comfortable and an alternative to those bulky, loud CPAP machines you always hear about. For over 15 years, Dr. Mark Levy has led the way when it comes to treating snoring and sleep apnea, and now he's expanding his practice to better serve his patients with a brand new location in Marysville. I love Marysville. If you're snoring and not sleeping, you need to call Dr. Mark Levy's office today. Do not delay. Schedule your appointment today with Dr. Mark Levy at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP. That's 1-800-MORE-SLEEP. You can also visit him online at sleepbettercolumbus.com. And now, sleepbettermarysville.com too.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu.
Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. The best time of the year for football is finally here. The big game has arrived, and fans are excited to see you'll be hoisting the trophy in New Orleans. You can get in on all the action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Check out their big game giveaway promo for your chance at $1 million in prizes. 25 winners will walk away with $10K in cash. 7,500 winners will get $100 in bonus bets. No deposit or bet required. Opt in today in the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Did you know we have another station? More Buckeyes, more play-by-play, more everything.
Set your second preset to AM 1460 or 97.1 FM HD2 or listen on the Fan app.
Your home for almost too much football. The Fan.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is, fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Tracking the sunshine out there today. High temperatures will be around 35. Increasing clouds tonight, and it is cold with a low of 26. We are tracking the chance of some freezing rain heading into your Saturday. Impacts will be worse between about 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud with your 10 weather impact forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
Murdering brain cells, one show at a time. Back to Man and Bone.
I want to talk to you about my friends at Universal Windows Direct. When you go home tonight, maybe you're at home right now, I don't know. Put your hand by the window. Do you feel the cold coming in? That means the hot air that you're paying for out of your furnace, your good hard money is going out. You got to get some windows that have a proper seal. And you do that with my friends at Universal Windows Direct. What makes them so great, Common Man? I shall tell you. They back it up with a true lifetime warranty for as long as you own the home and a 20-year warranty to the next homeowner. You could be dead, but your windows will still be guaranteed. You may have somebody else living in your house, but the windows are still guaranteed. Call them today, 614-502-5220, or visit universalwindowsdirect.com. Tell them Common Man sent you, and they'll say, "Who's that?" And you'll say, "Yes." I thought the Buckeyes were dead in the water last night.
Well, who didn't?
I thought they were dead in the water. You know, they had a nice little run to cut it within single digits at the half. Then they came out, they played well, got themselves in a 15-2 hole to start the game. And I said to myself, well, we're getting ready for another 40-point loss to this damn team.
Yeah, it felt like you saw that before, right?
But they battled back. They played well. Bruce Thornton decided to call bank on the 3 to end the game. You know what? It's good to get a break like that once in a while. And that is a huge victory at home.
I liked how, because they caught it on camera afterwards, where he ran back down the court and then there was the timeout or whatever. And he looked up and like pointed to the ceiling and said, "Thank you, Jesus."
He knows.
Right. Hey, man, you got to give credit where it's due there. That's fine. But yeah, I'll take the win. I don't care that it was a banked shot, that whatever. It wasn't like that was his only 3 of the game. By the way,
he scored 31 points.
Yeah, like
I think it was 17 points in the final 7 minutes.
Yeah, he was not unstoppable, but very, very good last night. And that's the type of performance you need from your leader. Sometimes you just need that to get over the hump. And now they added another quad 1 win to their resume for a team that we've talked about. Obviously has some work to do to make the tournament, but it is not impossible. And if you get some wins that you're supposed to, and then a couple like this that you're necessarily not. They're a ranked team. They've only lost 5 games going into last night. They had you on the ropes, and yet you fought back and won that game at home. Great. Now you build off that and continue to keep this momentum going.
The Buckeyes have enough quad 1 victories to make the tournament. Do they have enough on their resume when it's all said and done to make the tournament? I think if they go 500 the rest of the way, they're in.
I mean, they're 14-9 right now, and how many games do they have left?
7? 6?
They have 8. So that puts them at 19 wins.
All right, 19 wins.
And then, no, 18 wins.
18 wins. And with the victories that they have, I think that's good enough. And I'd like to get another victory in the Big Ten tournament, too, which would push it to 19.
Well, right. I mean, obviously, I feel like if they get to 20 wins, they're in. I mean, I'm not a bracketologist, but it feels like 20 wins with the wins that
they have, that's an automatic in.
It seems like it. So the remaining games, for those who don't have the schedule just committed to memory, they have on Sunday at 2 p.m. at Nebraska, which is
tough place to play.
It's on the road. It's a weird game.
I'll give them a loss.
Okay. They have Washington at home.
Win.
on Wednesday, I believe. Then next weekend, they have Michigan at home, who's snuck back into the top 25
I don't care. I'm giving them a win.
Okay. They have 3 games at home after that Nebraska game.
That's the biggest stretch.
Right.
Win.
If you can pick up all 3 of those, and that's no easy task. It's the Big Ten. But if they get those 3, things are looking up. Then they have the West Coast swing where they go out to UCLA and USC at the end of the month.
Split it.
Okay. And then they wrap up home against Nebraska.
Win.
And then their final home games with Nebraska, final game of the regular season is at Indiana, which who the hell knows with them right now, which team you're going to get. You have Mike Woodson talking about stepping down. There's a lot of pressure for them to get rid of him, and he may just decide I'm done anyway. Like, all of that is said to say there's a lot of winnable games on this schedule. There should absolutely be a chance for you to win 4 to 5 more games, if not more, off of that. If you just take care of business at home, you'll get 4 of them, and then you need 1 road game. And I don't think that's impossible with this team.
Jackets got a point last night. They lose to Utah in overtime. Here's the good news. They played like crap. So the fact that they get themselves a point, I guess, is a net positive. They're hurt. They're tired. They want to go into the break. The only problem with that is you've got a big game tomorrow night against the New York Rangers, who are also right there with you.
Right.
Like a lot of teams in the Eastern Conference, right there with you, trying to get a wild card spot. I would love to get 2 points out of that thing, but if you played like you played last night, you're not going to get it. But at least you got the point last night.
No, I mean, they are right now, they are 4 points ahead of the Rangers. And I'm trying to say, I think they've played 2 more games than the Rangers. So they're still 2 points back. Ottawa's the number 1 spot on 62 points. Detroit is 61, and then the Jackets and Bruins both on 60. So they've all those teams except for Detroit have played 55 games. So Detroit's played 54. So, I mean, again, lots of work to do, but that Rangers game does loom large here. And like you said, they need this break desperately. They need to get some. It's not just the guys who are missing and gone. It's all the guys who are picking up extra shifts and doing more because there's just less talent on the ice to work with. And that is just going to take a physical toll. You need this to be a time where you can kind of get right. Also, you need Zach Werenski to hopefully not play in this tournament.
No, he's going to play in the tournament.
Well,
he was back last night. He's going to play in the tournament.
Yes, but then hopefully he doesn't play as much as they probably want him to.
Why don't you like America?
I love the Blue Jackets, Mike.
You know what? I do too, and I'm not ashamed to say it.
Yeah, I said this yesterday, and I'll keep saying it. When it comes World Cup time, I'm all about the U.S. of A. in soccer. But I remember when Brian McBride would go off and play for the U.S. national team, and I would go, ooh, be careful. Like, I cared more about the crew than I did the U.S. national team. And no offense to the Four Nations tournament. I'm sure it's a wonderful, prestigious thing to win. Congrats to whoever team eventually wins it. I don't care particularly if Zach Werenski plays a minute in that tournament. I want him to play all the minutes for my Blue Jackets. That's what I care about. Number 1, club over country on this deal, at least for me.
This goes back to the Winter Olympics when they were still doing that, and I'm sure they'll do it again because they're stupid. I would say I don't want goalie Bob playing for Team Ruski.
Sure.
I don't want it. And then people would say, would you be saying that if it was Team America? It is Team America with Zach Werenski. And yes, I'm saying it. I am a Blue Jacket fan first and foremost. This is a team competing for a playoff spot. He's the best player on the damn team. He could use a break like everybody could use a break.
I understand it if you're a Jackets fan who says, I want Zach Werenski to achieve all his goals and dreams. Fine, me too. But I want him to do that while healthy. And we just saw one of the best players for the Jackets on the shelf for 6 weeks because a puck hit him in the face when he was sitting on the bench. Like, I know how finicky the game of hockey can be. We know how finicky Zach Werenski's body has been at times, right? No offense to him. He's been injured off and on here. I don't want to see anything like that happen and jeopardize what we've got. He is one of the guys you absolutely need down the stretch if you're going to make a playoff run. And it's a realistic thing for this Jackets team. In a season, no one thought that would be a possibility. Here we are. You want to get guys healthy, but you also need to keep the guys healthy that you have. So let's hope this tournament ends up being a positive for the Jackets, not a negative.
NFL awards last night. Josh Allen wins the MVP. The Lamar people are very upset. I understand. It's fine.
How about the Saquon people?
Saquon got Offensive Player of the Year.
No, well, Offensive MVP, but I'm saying, like, I think have we just come to terms with the fact that the NFL MVP award is just going to go to a quarterback every year and that's it?
Yes.
Is that good? Does it matter? I guess. I mean, like, for me, you take Saquon Barkley off the Eagles, they're still really good. I don't think they're in the Super Bowl. You know? But again,
you don't think they're in the Super Bowl? I know they're not in the Super Bowl.
Fine.
The dude rushed for 2,000 yards.
Right. So to me, most valuable means if you remove him from the roster, how far down do they go? And I guess you could make the argument clearly, if Josh Allen isn't on the Bills, they're nowhere near what they became this year. If you take Lamar off the Ravens, they're nowhere near where they were. If we're just going to make it the best player award, Saquon is in the running for that. He obviously won offensive MVP. But explain to me, again, how can you be the offensive MVP and then the guys who also play offense who didn't win that award get the MVP, like in Josh Allen's case? That part doesn't – if you're the offensive MVP, then I think you could also just be the MVP, but whatever.
Well, Joe Burrow wins the comeback player of the year again for the second time. Hopefully he doesn't do that again.
Yeah. How long has he been in the league? 6 years?
Has it been 6?
What I'm saying is he's already won comeback player of the year twice, which means there's at least 4 seasons where he had an injury 1 year, came back the next year and was good. Injury again, came back the next year. So, like, there's maybe been 2 years where he didn't have, his appendix burst that one time? They had that happen before season? Like, give this guy a normal offseason and perhaps, maybe, I don't know, a defense this year and see what he can do.
All right, I want to talk about big chunks of money. Coming up in 2 minutes. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Watch out for a disabled vehicle that's blocking the right lane on southbound 315 between Henderson Road and North Broadway. And we've got an accident that's on eastbound 161 between Tamarack Boulevard and Beechcroft Road that's causing some holdup. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off and free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Visit The Waterworks online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Home values in Columbus are sky high, and you have a ton of equity. Your financial advisor thinks the market has peaked. So if you're thinking about selling, it's time. Except for 2 things. High interest rates will burn you on a new home loan, and you're not ready to move. Savvy financial advisors suggest Truehold's new Sell and Stay program. It's ingenious because they buy your home now while its value is high, but you can stay in your home as long as you want with an easy, affordable lease. Smart, right? Truehold will make you a solid cash offer, not a lowball offer like the others. It's based on your home's current value. The cash is yours to travel, pay off bills, or secure your retirement. And again, you can stay in your home with a comfortable lease. Truehold covers property taxes, insurance, and maintenance. See how much Truehold will pay for your home today. Call 1-855-300-9993 or visit Truehold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out your home's value without moving. That's Truehold.com.
That's are us. When dreams don't get in, that's are us.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel, plus low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsareus.com. 380-225-BATH.
That's are us. When dreams don't get in, that's are us.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The dumb is strong with this show. You're listening to Man and Bone.
It's Tool of the Week Friday. Send in your Twitter tools at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. It's also What's the Spread?
What's the Spread?
Friday. What does that mean? That means we want to hear what you are eating for the Super Bowl on Sunday. I also want to see visual representation. So take a picture of your spread on Sunday and send it to us so we can Google it on Monday.
Yeah, we will definitely talk about it on Monday and try to, I don't know, maybe we can retweet a few of them from the Twitter account as well. Let people see your spread.
Let's talk about money. The SEC handed out $52.6 million to all member schools for the 23-24 fiscal year. We don't know the Big Ten number yet for that year, but we do have the 22-23 Big Ten numbers, and they distributed $60.3 million per school. So we assume that would be higher this year. So $52.6 million for the SEC. That is second in revenue to the Big Ten, and the ACC is a distant third.
Yeah. I mean, does any of this shock us, really? That it's SEC, Big Ten, ACC?
No, but this is, I think we had this narrative with Notre Dame, where people were almost taking a victory lap with Notre Dame because look what they've done. They've cherished their independence, and they're right here, and they're in these playoff games, and they get to keep all the money. They don't have to share it with a conference. Let me tell you something. Notre Dame's best year ever was this calendar year, right? They're getting their own money from their own television deal. They get to keep all their playoff money. I don't have the maths and the accounting in front of me. I guarantee you that they're not banking $60 million this year.
Probably not.
No way in hell.
But can I ask you this? They made it all the way to the national championship game this year, going up against the schools like in the Big Ten, right, with Ohio State and Oregon, Texas, obviously, ACC schools too, which I know they have their deal with, but they went through all that and got to the championship game.
As the rules are currently constructed.
Right. Do you, like in my world, if I'm the Big Ten and the SEC, I say, hey guys, we're not voting for anything until Notre Dame is either forced to give up a seat at this little college football playoff table as a, like, again, they get the same type of vote that the ACC does and the Big Ten gets, which makes no sense to me.
For now.
Right. So I'm saying if the SEC and the Big Ten actually stand up and say, we're not letting anything go through until we get Notre Dame to
It'll happen eventually. You're hearing the ACC. You're hearing the ACC say behind the scenes now, we want more out of our Notre Dame partnership.
Sure.
We're not getting enough of Notre Dame. If you want to come in and play our teams, we need more of you. You cannot be a true independent.
But this is where I don't blame the people who say Notre Dame is getting away with it, because they are.
For now, they are.
Right. But why not? Why would they? What I'm saying is, why would they voluntarily that too? I can't talk. Why would they be giving up something that currently right now benefits them more than any other team in college football?
Because they have to see the end of the road. That's like the NCAA saying, well, why would we do anything to help these players earn money? The system's working well for us right now, where if they were proactive about it, yes, they'd have to give up some money, but they would have more control than they do right now, wouldn't they? If Notre Dame, the hot commodity that they are, they're the prettiest girl at the dance. They can go in right now and get the best deal possible and have the two most powerful conferences fighting over them. Or they can wait until those two most powerful conferences realize, hey, we hold all the cards.
Yes, but all the cards means they're just going to be forced to join a conference. And then the Big Ten...
On their terms.
Yeah, but I guess what I'm saying is, will there ever be a time where the Big Ten and the SEC won't be saying, and we want Notre Dame? You know, like... There will be a bidding war for Notre Dame, or whatever you want to call it. They'll both be saying, come in and be a full share member right away, because that would be one of the biggest coups of this realignment deal. I'm saying, I don't know that I see Notre Dame's motivation right now, other than, yeah, let's get out in front of it so that those two schools don't block us from and force us to join a conference. But when they do, it's not going to be to join the ACC.
No.
It's not going to be to join the reformed Pac-12. It's going to be to join either the Big Ten or the SEC, and those two will be fighting to give Notre Dame the best deal possible.
But the other thing, though, is that Notre Dame currently still has the power. If these two big conferences get together and say, okay, college football playoffs, we're going to expand. We're going to make it so you have to be in a conference. You have to play in a conference that plays a championship game. Notre Dame does not have a seat at the power table. Well, then all of a sudden they don't have as much leverage in those negotiations.
Not with the college football playoffs. You're right.
Correct.
But then they would say, all right, I guess we have to join a conference now. Which one of you wants us? And that, like I'm saying, why would they voluntarily give up their power seat? Like if Ohio State was not in the Big, or in the Big Ten had a scheduling deal, But like Ohio State, Ross Bjork got the same vote as Greg Sankey of the SEC, or whoever's there now. Is it still Sankey? I think it is. Why would
he retire?
Well, whoever's there now. Why would Ohio State give that up? They wouldn't until everyone said join a conference or you have no vote whatsoever.
I guess then they join. I just disagree. I think you give it. You don't give it up. You strike while you still have the ultimate power to give yourself the best deal.
But we have been saying how good has Notre Dame been the last 30 years? The answer is they've not been. They've been bad. And yet, even before this season, if you had said 2 years ago, Notre Dame, join a conference, it's not like they would have said, all right, I guess we'll give you like $2 to join. Like all the conferences would said, if you come here, you will get an instant revenue share. You won't have to wait around like we made Maryland or Rutgers do in the Big Ten. Right. You're going to be a full shell member. What's the SEC giving you? And then if they said, SEC's giving us like 10% more than anybody, then they'd say, we'll do 12%. Like there still would be a bidding war for them then. There's one now. You're right. The iron is hot. I just don't know if it ever cools off for Notre Dame. And I struggle to explain why, Mike, to your point. I don't know why that is the case, but among college football movers and shakers who have billions of dollars, they all want Notre Dame. And this year now, that actually makes sense. But before it was, well, you got to have them because there's the biggest brand and all that stuff. They seem to realize this, and they seem to use it to their advantage.
All right, more money things. Major League Baseball is essentially saying to ESPN, if you opt out of the broadcast deal that we have with you after this upcoming season, well, you can kiss us goodbye. We're going to go someplace else. It is believed that ESPN is likely to opt out to restructure their deal and get themselves a more favorable deal than they currently have. They currently pay $550 million per season for the media rights package.
And they, I'm guessing, either want more out of that or they want to pay less. So,
well, right now they get Sunday Night Baseball and they get like one wild card series in the playoffs. But that's pretty much the extent of their Major League Baseball footprint.
Yeah, I mean, from ESPN's perspective, I can see why they would. I could see them calling Major League Baseball's bluff and saying, "Oh, you're going to go elsewhere? Good luck. Where do you want to go?" Because do you feel like the market for Major League Baseball, like let's say Amazon wants more. Does Amazon want to do that deal so much that they would pay that type of money? I mean, they can afford it, obviously, but I just feel like I don't know that Major League Baseball has talking about this leverage thing. I don't know what their leverage is with ESPN.
Look,
there.
if I'm a streamer and if I want to get into the baseball business, I think the way to get into the baseball business for that platform is to get into the regional baseball business.
Yep.
Right? The World Series and LDS and your primetime Sunday night game, that's good for cable. I want as many games as humanly possible. I want every single team on my platform. That's where the value is. It doesn't matter if that hardly gets any ratings. The sheer number of games that you will have to sell to advertisers will help you recoup that investment.
I agree with you. I think that's what they should also be doing, like with the NBA. I think they should be looking to take over as many teams as they can, the local games. And then, yeah, I mean, if you can get a few of those big-time Christmas Day type of matchups.
You still have your showcase games, though, on the network, right?
Yeah,
you have to.
But I feel like that, to your point, is where that's where the money has traditionally been. And for a series like a site like Amazon, that's the whole goal, is to get people who don't usually use streaming services to jump over. Baseball has a lot of that audience that is, millennials, Gen Xers, and older. That's typically more of the groups that are not as favorable to streaming. That's who you want to get over there. If you put their favorite baseball team on a streamer, you will get more of them to use your service.
The owner of the Arizona Cardinals is Michael Bidwell. He sounds like a piece of crap, but for me, it's all about this headline.
Okay.
Michael Bidwell's former personal assistant files wrongful discharge suit. Me no likey.
Wrongful discharge?
I don't like the term wrongful discharge. Termination?
Right.
Fine. Like we can go with that. Sacking?
Well,
the English like to use sack. No, even sacking is gross too. But
sacking's weird.
When you throw out wrongful discharge, no. I saw Teddy put that in the prep packet, and I visibly recoiled.
Yeah, that's not a good one. I feel like if someone said we've got to sweeten the deal There's got to be a moistening to this deal. I was just like, I don't like that term. I don't know what that means, but I don't like it. It's not good.
College football wants to find a way to keep players from faking injuries. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got an accident that's causing a 15-minute delay on southbound 71 on the north side between Hudson Street and 17th Avenue. It's going to be slow from Weber Road. We also have slow traffic on westbound 670 from 71 to 3rd Street. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off and free UPS shipping. Add code RADIO and get an extra 5% off. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling.
Getting the cold shoulder? Call Care Heating and Cooling and we'll fix your furnace fast. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Giant Eagle is making it easy to surround yourself with savings with new low prices on hundreds of your favorite produce items like pineapples, avocados, navel oranges, and lettuce at your neighborhood Giant Eagle.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Aaron, I've been thinking.
About what?
About how you invented a way to fix ACs for free.
Get Eco.
ECO.
When customers buy a new HVAC system, we give back all the money they paid us to repair their old system.
Yeah, I know. Up to $1,500.
Get Eco.
ECO.
We're basically extending the life of their old system for free.
That's right. Those extra years are free. On me.
Don't you think it would be better if we said those extra years are a plus on us?
Sure. We can say that if you want.
I think it would be better.
Get Eco.
ECO.
We don't want people to forget that you have a silent partner.
Remind me, how did we become partners?
Aaron, we became partners when you let me move into your spare office and I began giving you free advice instead of paying rent.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Oh yeah, now I remember. Best deal I ever made.
I feel that way too.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Eco. Plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians. GetEco.com.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. Is it time for a new or used car? Visit Tansky Sawmill Toyota on the corner of Sawmill and 161, home of the Tansky Promise, where our salespeople aren't paid on commission. We have a 72-hour exchange policy, and every transaction is upfront and transparent. You can even start the process at home. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com to start your purchase today and to see all of this month's specials. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky.
Get ready to make the big game even bigger at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. With 2 massive jumbotrons, over 50 feet of screen, and more than 30 TVs, you won't miss a single play, touchdown, or highlight. Fuel your game with mouthwatering food and bucket specials. Plus, warm up with our pregame cornhole toss for your chance to win big before kickoff. Reserve your table now for the best seat in the house. Visit HollywoodColumbus.com for more details. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Big game party? Save big with Hothead Burritos Super Online Catering Discount. Bowls, burritos, tacos. Your guests will have a blast creating their own with choices for groups of 10 or more. Plan your menu now for Sunday's game at hotheadburritos.com.
All your favorite and least favorite fan shows are available wherever you get your podcasts. Just type in 971 The Fan to the search bar and hit that subscribe button. It's free.
We're the land of the free and the home of the sunburnt, freckled fat guy.
Do it now.
Men, this is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And though I generally talk about medicine and effective treatments for erectile dysfunction and other men's sexual health issues, today I want to talk about love. Because love is the best reason to get treated for your ED. You see, ED can cause major relationship issues. In fact, Men often push their partners away when ED becomes a problem. The condition can cause depression, arguments, breakups, and even contribute to divorce. But the good news is that if you're like most men suffering with ED, you can be successfully treated at Tri-State Men's Health and put a stop to the relationship stresses that ED can cause. I say this with all confidence because we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. Truly, it's likely you'll find you're performing like you haven't in years. So make an appointment and get the love back in your life. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices across the tri-state area to serve you.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric, and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan.
Listen to this show or go to hell. This is Man and Bone.
Please subscribe to the podcast of this stupid show. I mean, our lives depend on it. If you don't subscribe, Fish has invested in a Singapore cane.
Is that right?
And he's just going to whack our backsides if you don't subscribe.
He's going to whack us.
He's going to whack us off with the cane.
What is that going to be? Wait, are we talking about the Singapore cane or are we talking about the Tennessee cane? Because the Tennessee cane is the mayor of Knox County.
No, not him.
He's not going to. He's not
going to whack us.
He's not involved in whacking us.
No,
okay.
The Singapore cane.
The Tennessee cane, large. Oh yes,
Paul Bear
comes from parts unknown.
Mm-hmm.
Hell,
his
specifically hell.
His parents were burned in a fire.
Mm-hmm.
He blamed the Undertaker for a while. Was that right, Teddy? Am I getting the storyline right?
Yeah, but it wasn't the Undertaker's fault.
But he thought it was.
Well, they made it seem like it was because Paul Bear actually
he's actually the father.
He was having relations and the fire started and
Paul Bear.
Oh yeah.
They blamed it on the Undertaker all that time, and then Kane didn't know, and then once they found out, then they turned on Paul Bear.
Paul Bear does have a little bit of his leg has a little crick in it when he's like making love, and it kicked the candle out from under the table.
Let's be quiet. If you listen really close, you can actually hear our ratings dropping. Shh. Listen. Please subscribe to the podcast of this stupid show. It's available wherever you get your podcast. Just search Common Man and T-Bone. Click subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. The podcast is brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. I get a kick out of this story. We have to do something about college football players faking injuries. Okay, I've heard about this for years now, where you fake an injury and it slows down the offense and all that stuff. Well, the American Football Coaches Association submitted a proposal to the NCAA that would require a player who goes down on the field and receives medical attention to not just sit out the next play, to sit out the rest of that possession. Okay?
All right.
So that would, in theory, well, you're not going to fake an injury if you're going to lose a guy for the rest of the possession, right? Mm-hmm. What I also find hilarious is like with the coach, we got to get to the bottom of it. Who do you think are telling these guys to fake the injuries? Do you think they're going down on their own?
Right.
No, that's coming from the sidelines. They're being told to do this. I love how the coaches are saying, we need to stop this. But their coaches are saying, we need to fake an injury to slow down this offense.
Right. So I like it that at this coaches conference where the American Football Coaches Association gets together and they're like, we got to stop this. And all those guys are like, yeah, those guys suck. Am I right? Like, I too hate it that they do that.
I would never do it.
Half of you are the ones doing it. That's what this is. I also think, again, I have the minority opinion on this. I am not trying to be contrarian for contrarian's sake. I genuinely don't understand why, if you see that the wide receiver is wide open, even though the play doesn't go to him, the quarterback will look at the wide receiver and go, you're wide open, and throw it to him, right? Like if no one decides to guard the wide receiver, play may not be going there. You take advantage of the situation. You take advantage of what's there. I don't understand why a guy falling down on the ground, grabbing his leg and taking a moment to get a breath for everybody, why that is so viewed as a negative. Now, if the coaches are mad that their brilliant schemes are getting upended by someone play acting, well, I'm sorry, but that's part of the game, is it not? You're running fakes all the time in the game. I don't understand how this is any different. Personally, I understand football guys hate this, but I don't care.
I understand what you're saying, but you are oozing a little bit of soccer guy. Soccer guy has come out. No, but but that's why you think, it's all part of the game. Look at that guy. He acted like he got shot with a gun. And then he was running full speed 2 seconds later. That's acceptable in the world of soccer. We haven't seen a ton of it in football.
No, I know. But my point is, like, this is the same thing in the NBA with, guys who flop to get a call. It's like, again, does it work? Like, the goal is to win the game. I hope everyone does remember what we are doing here. They are games. And if you can win them, that is the goal. Cheating is not good. Cheating is bad. If there is a rule against faking an injury, then that would be cheating. Is there a rule against faking an injury in college football as it stands now? No, there is not. So
there is a rule against flopping, though.
They did. Yes, they had to make one.
Yes.
And then now you can say that's cheating. But also, every coach I ever had in basketball said, if they hit you, make sure the ref hears about it. Make some noise so they see that you got hit.
Didn't they implement a flopping rule in soccer too? Or am I making that up?
They did a rule that's, yes, they've tried to do, you can get carded for diving, which is where you don't get fouled at all and you just fall on the ground and grab your ankle. And if the referee catches you doing that, it's a yellow card. Can be a red card, I think, eventually. But also there is something now where if you get hurt and they have to come out on the field, you have like 30 seconds basically to get up. Otherwise, you're off for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So they have done things to try to mitigate this. But just like we saw with Dan Lanning at Oregon this year, they made a rule, remember, to stop him from what he did. But remember when he took that 12th man or whatever penalty because it was better to have the 5 yards, it ran off clock.
Yeah.
And he said, I'd rather do that. There will still be coaches who will look at, this guy won't be able to be on the field for like the rest of the drive. That's all right. It's worth it for me to get a break for my guys. It's worth it for me to get a couple substitutions in so I can be in a better defense. There will still be coaches that will do this, is what I'm saying. You will not eradicate this from the game.
I agree. Here's why I say they're not going to implement it. Because what I think it does is maybe a guy who normally who's legitimately hurt, right? Something is bothering him, would go down and figure out what it is. Maybe that person is more apt to stay up because he doesn't want to leave for the entire possession.
This is the downside to trying to legislate this.
Well, that's the thing. And then you have somebody who really has no business staying on the football field because they're hurt and they're compromised, staying on the field because he knows if he leaves, it's not just for one play to see if everything's okay. It's for the entire possession.
Here's what I know. There are a lot of people around football who, if you said, would you want their best player to be injured before the big game, right? There'd be a lot of people who would be like, no, I want to be at their best. I want to play them at their toughest. Yeah, because we're the better team.
I don't know. I hope everybody gets Spanish flu.
Right. But there are a lot of people in football who would say, no, I want them at their best to show we're the best. But don't let them fake an injury, though, because that's not fair. It's like, what do you mean? They're going to get their best defense out there to make sure they can stop you. You're better than them. Go ahead. Like, I don't understand why they're afraid of that challenge. I don't understand why that's not a part of it. Figure out a way to get around that. Figure out a way to beat them anyway. That's the game of football.
I'm a stickler for rules, and I'm kind of a terrible person, so I need your judgment on something, because I'm torn. Okay. There's a certain story here. I'm torn. I don't know which way to go. I need your help and Teddy's help coming up next. Colin Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're going to hit some slowdown due to an accident that's blocking the right lane on northbound Cleveland Avenue at 670. Police are on scene there. And we've got a 10-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and Hudson Street. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscriptions ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com now for 60% off and free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Enjoy rates as low as 9.90% APR with a Visa Platinum credit card from BMI FCU. The perfect low-rate card for your wallet. Apply today at bmifcu.org/visa.
Hey Ohio, Prime Sports has arrived, the only book where you can lay 108 instead of 110 on all your favorite teams. Football, baseball, basketball, hockey, you name it. Why would you risk more to win the same amount at another sports book? Download the Prime Sports Ohio app or visit our website, primesportsbook.com. Use promo code JUSTSPORTS. Get a welcome bonus up to $100 and be a member of the Prime Sports family.
Terms and conditions apply. Visit website for details. Must be 21 or older and present in Ohio. If you or anyone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Let Diamond Seller's Blue Box be a part of your forever. Join us February 21st and 22nd for Wedding Weekend and save big on wedding and anniversary bands. Plus, enjoy special no-interest financing on engagement rings. Visit Diamond Seller on Sawmill Road or at Easton Town Center.
For a limited time at Speedway, get 2 big pizza slices and your favorite Coca-Cola 20-ounce for only $5 with Speedy Rewards. Choose from Classic 3-cheese, pepperoni, or extreme meat pizza. Save big with the $5 meal deal with Speedy Rewards. Only at Speedway. Valid through 3/4/25. See app for full terms.
When was the last time you had your plumbing inspected? Small issues such as tiny leaks or old water heaters can quickly turn into big problems if they're not caught early. Take action with Logan Services and schedule a free winter plumbing safety inspection to help keep your home running smoothly. Schedule your free inspection now and experience the fast, friendly service you've come to expect from Logan Services.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection, one that helps better their everyday through the things they value most: friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Get it right with help from Right Rug Flooring. Thousands of styles are in stock and ready for next day expert installation. Like carpet starting at $219 a square foot installed with pad. And luxury vinyl starts at only $399 a square foot installed. Unmatched value with 24-month financing available. Visit a showroom or schedule a free in-home estimate today. Get it right with Right Rug Flooring. Your beautiful new floor is right here, right now.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
You'll find low prices on thousands of items. The yellow and red tags mean you'll save big on sparkling ice water, Kroger brand chips, and so much more. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hurry up, dude. The game's about to start. Nothing beats spending the day watching the game with your buddies.
Dude, I'm literally right here. Let's do this.
Which is why a shelter insurance renter's policy is key to your winning game plan. It protects things your landlord's policy doesn't.
Dude, where's your TV?
What? No way, dude. Like that flat screen TV that just got stolen. To draft an agent for your team, visit shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. Is it time for a new or used car? Visit Tansky Sawmill Toyota on the corner of Sawmill and 161, home of the Tansky Promise, where our salespeople aren't paid on commission. We have a 72-hour exchange policy, and every transaction is upfront and transparent. You can even start the process at home. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com to start your purchase today and to see all of this month's specials. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky.
Common Man here. I've told you about my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. I am back to remind you that if you're thinking about selling your home, it should not cost you 6% to do it. Their premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your home for 1% commission, not 6%. That's it. I had to check it out for myself, see if it was legit. I met with the family-run business here in Central Ohio. They will give you everything you expect from any realtor for a whole lot less. This is full service, not discount. They literally do everything that a realtor who charges you 6% is going to do, and probably more. They can do it because they use today's technology, which has made the realtor's job easier, taking photos, signing documents on your phone. And instead of keeping their prices the same like everybody else does, they pass the savings on to you because they know you're going to be happy with the service. Tell a friend, they get more business. Oh, what a novel concept. If I knew about these guys 10 years ago, I would have saved a boatload of money. On average, customers save about $10,000 in commissions. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. Sellfor1%.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels. NFL announcing today the Pittsburgh Steelers will play the first ever regular season game in Ireland in 2025. While the Steelers are being designated as a home team, no opponent has yet been announced. NBA tonight, Cleveland Cavaliers in Washington, D.C. to take on the Wizards. Cavs still holding down the top spot in the Eastern Conference. Reports that veteran Ben Simmons is close to arranging a buyout with the Brooklyn Nets to become a free agent, and it's believed he's considering Cleveland and the Clippers as possible destinations. Top 25 college hoops tonight in the Big Ten. 7th-ranked Purdue hosts USC. Number 12 St. John's and number 19 UConn. One in-state team in action. Dayton hosting VCU. Second round of the PGA Waste Management Open in Phoenix. Thomas Detry the leader at 12 under. Jin Hee M and Yalimi No at -10 share the second round lead of the LPGA Founders in Bradenton, Florida. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Let's see. High school, Buckeyes, Browns, kids in the retention pond. It must be Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Football is good. The Fan. No college education, and it shows. You're listening to Common Man and T-Bone.
It's Tool of the Week, Fridays. Send in your Twitter tools at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. All right, help me with this, okay? Because my first inclination is to say, well, I mean, didn't follow the rules, doesn't get the money. Here's the story. A fan named Noah was selected to participate in a shooting challenge during halftime of the UMass women's basketball game against St. Bonaventure at Mullins Center. This was on, what did I just say?
UMass?
This was Tuesday.
Oh.
Wednesday. Sorry, Wednesday.
I don't know. You said, what did I say? I don't know.
UMass?
Well, I don't know what you were talking about.
I know. As Noah held the ball, getting ready for the challenge to begin, it was clear he knew what he was doing. He took a pound dribble before completing a textbook layup. He then swished his free throw. It was at that point the organizers of the contest started to realize they were in trouble. Noah then drained his three-pointer, giving himself plenty of time for the half-court shot attempt. As Noah brought the ball up the court, he went behind his back to set up for the half-court shot. He swished that one, too, as if he had practiced it for years. It looked like Noah was going to walk away with the $10,000 prize, but there was one big problem. His foot was on the half-court line when he took his shot. Consequently, the insurance company that handles the contest, Odds On Promotions, declined to give Noah the full prize. They tried to make it up to him. UMass offered the fan 4 tickets in a suite to attend a UMass men's game, 2 courtside seats to attend a UMass women's game, $100 in gift cards to be used at concession stands inside the Mullins Center, and a bag of UMass swag. But everybody's saying that this fan was screwed out of $10,000.
Well, go ahead. Tell me why you think he wasn't screwed out of 10 mil. 10 was it 10,000?
First of all, I don't know what I think. I'm on the fence. First,
okay.
It's not 10 million. It's 10.
I said 10,000.
$10,000.
Okay, $10,000.
Right. On one hand, this is a fun thing, right? He did everything that was expected of him. There was just one small little thing of his toe being on the line, which voided it. But in the spirit of competition and good faith and PR, shouldn't the $10,000 be paid? The other side of that is, you can have the same situation, let's say, in a regular season game where it's coming down to the wire and you need a 3 to tie the game and you hit it and the crowd goes wild and you're celebrating. But they go back and they look at it and your little tiny pinky toe was on the line and say, no, it's a 2. They don't look at you in that situation and say, close enough. Count the basket. We're all happy. Everybody's celebrating. Count the bucket. His toe was on the line. His foot was on the line. Should that not mean anything?
All right. Here's why I think I can sway you onto this guy got screwed. I think this guy got screwed. One, there was a time limit on this, correct? It wasn't like take one shot from each spot, and if you have to make all of them to win. It was because they said he left himself plenty of time to go shoot the half-court shot. After he makes it, there's no one from any insurance company or from UMass or anyone running out there and be like, up. Oh, you missed. Like, they didn't come out and tell him you stepped on the line.
That's a good point, because then if that was the case, if they voided the shot right there, he would have had opportunities to take more shots.
Yes.
But they thought it was over, so he stopped.
Mike, my client is willing to accept their apology and an additional $10,000, and we will drop this lawsuit for a total of $20,000 and their shame. But if they're not willing to do that, we're going to sue them for $1 million.
I tend to agree with you, but I need my other good half, Teddy, to weigh in. Do you agree with Bone that he should get the $10,000?
Well, yeah, I think Bo made the best point of all right there. It's like, yeah, he could have taken more shots at this, but they didn't step in at that time. You know, they went back later. So unless they're going to have him come back out and give him more time and try it again, then, yeah, he should have the money.
Thank you, Ted. Thank you, Ted. You suck.
Let me further go on this insurance company, right? Because our company, we do contests. We have prizes. Now, we don't typically do these type of contests because I tend to think they're just not, I'm not a big fan, right? Of these like, oh, one person will win $1 billion. And then you find out in the fine print, it's like, yeah, because there's 9,000 radio stations from like here to, you know, South America that are all in this contest. They're going to pick one person. I don't really like that because it makes listeners think I have a real chance at winning all this money when you don't. This contest at this school was set up so no one would ever get it. You have to hit a layup, a free throw, a three-point shot, and a half-court shot. There's no one, I'm watching this video of it, there's no one out there with like a rack of basketballs to help him get the ball so he can get as many shots. How many times have we seen Ohio State do contests where they do that, where they have people like, oh, come on, you can do it, kid.
So you're saying
feeding them basketballs.
It was rigged to lose.
I'm saying this is a cheap insurance company. There was no effort to make this guy have any chance to win. Basically, the only way to win it was to do exactly what he did, which is to go 4 for 4 from, again, think how hard that is to hit a layup, free throw, three-pointer, and a half-court shot and not miss one of them. If your name's not Steph Curry, that's damn near impossible. He did it, and then no one stepped in to say, you screwed up, buddy. You got to do that again. So in my mind, there was never an effort here to try to give him a legitimate shot. The insurance company thought, we're going to get an easy payday because UMass is going to pay us a lot of money to insure this for $10,000. And we'll do this every single game, and no one will ever win it, and we'll make all this money, and we'll never pay them the $10,000. So that's why I think good that it's an insurance company. They should have to pay all of it, and I hope they get sued into oblivion.
Bone, you sold me.
Thanks, buddy.
You sold me. I could probably count on one hand in 12 years how many times that's happened, but today's one of them. Teddy? Mark it down. Today's one of them.
Today's a day.
It's not a good show.
This is one of them?
No.
Oh.
One of them for you.
Oh, okay. For me.
The show as a whole, no.
Yeah.
But for you.
Yeah. This is, I'm trying to see here. Abby just said.
Which Abby? Stupid or doctor?
Okay. Abby said, it is not about this time. It is about the next time. If you give in once, you have to do it again. Was it a one-time shot or as long as it takes as you can to have time left? Yeah, as long as there's time on the clock. I get you. We got standards. We got rules. Your point about a three-pointer, we just let a little toe over the line. Next thing you know, it's a foot over the line. Next thing you know, they're shooting a layup and calling it a three. I got it. That's a slippery slope argument.
Can't be marrying monkeys out there, Bone.
Slippery slope arguments. But you know what? Abby just tweeted and said, dang, T-Bone, you swayed me. Hey.
See?
Look at that.
Now, which one did you sway, though? Stupid or doctor?
It's Abby,
Stupid.
no doctor.
All right. Doesn't take much to sway her.
Yes, it does. She was all the way up. She wasn't even on the fence like you. She was against.
She's a flat earther.
She's not a flat earther.
Hey, Waste Management Open.
Matt Kuchar update.
Gooch! Not playing,
Cooch's dad still dead?
Still not playing, right?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Still dead. That's very sad. Look, I didn't know if we had a headline where it's like, nope, Rose.
Yeah.
Behold the power of the Cooch.
Yeah.
No, I don't think anything happened. I think Dad's still dead. He's still not playing, right?
All right, well, what about the tournament without him?
I saw Ricky Fowler pulled out.
Oh.
Of the tournament?
Yeah.
Is that normal for him to pull out, Teddy? Does he do that often, or does he usually see it through?
Ricky Fowler's got the... Have you seen his wife before?
Yeah.
My God.
Right. I don't know what that has to do with him pulling out of a golf tournament, but anyway, yeah.
Yeah, he was wearing a camo outfit yesterday.
Oh, little John Cena?
What was Jason Day wearing? Pajamas?
That's right. I saw this today that company, that Malbon company, they put on their website they were selling the sweatsuit outfit. They called it Lost Luggage Golf Outfit or something like that.
Oh, my gosh.
And it's
the lost luggage.
Like
That's good.
The shirt, the sweatshirt and the pants are each like $150.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
That's.
But
Listen,
anyway, if you,
I have no problem with there being sweatsuits in golf. I'm not a huge golf fan, though, so it's really not up to me. It should be up to people like Ted who watch all the time. Right. But don't tell me that's not a sweatsuit. Like if the Malbon, what is out there called Malbon?
Yeah.
That company says, oh, no, it's not a sweatsuit. It's the lost luggage work attire. No, it's not. You're wearing a sweatsuit. Just say that.
Yeah.
Just say, and by the way, I can go to Walmart and find one for $20. Looks better than that thing did, but whatever. I'm just saying, let's call it what it is.
What's the leaderboard look like?
Well, Thomas Dietrich, he has shot a 64 today. He's got a 2-shot lead over Alex Smalley. Now, our guy, Scotty Scheffler, he had a nice round today. He's at 7 under, so look out for him on the weekend. I'm sure he'll be at the top of the leaderboard.
What about Sterling Marlin?
Golf?
What's he doing?
I have not seen him on the leaderboard. I don't know if maybe he didn't participate this weekend. Yeah.
Hey, good news. I'm going to make you want to vomit coming up next. That's a hell of a tease, isn't it?
I mean, we started off with positive diarrhea earlier today, and now we're going to get positive vomit.
I didn't say it was positive vomit.
You said you want to vomit.
I said I'm going to make you want to vomit, but it's not positive. It's negative vomit.
Oh, okay.
Positive diarrhea, negative vomit. Coming up next. I got to pee really bad too.
Congrats.
Colin Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're going to hit a 5-minute delay due to an accident that's blocking the left lane on southbound 71 on the north side between Hudson Street and 17th Avenue. It will be stop and go from Morse Road. And you're going to hit a slowdown on southbound 270 on the east outer belt between Livingston Avenue and I-70. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
You know that thing you've always been too scared to go for? It seems like you'll never have the guts. Then a cancer diagnosis. And doing that thing becomes way less scary. I would know. I've always wanted a black belt. And today, the only thing standing in my way is a few wooden boards. It's been a lot of hard work and 5 years since I beat cancer at Ohio Health. Bring it on. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keep making plans to learn more.
You hear that? That's the sound of the new Tim Hortons pairings calling your name. Whether rushing to the car or grabbing a quick bite on your way to work, Tim's has a breakfast deal designed for your busy life. Choose from a warm small cup of coffee with our savory omelet bites or creamy avocado toast for just $4. Or grab a hearty grilled breakfast wrap with coffee for just $5. A delicious pairing at your convenience to tackle the day. At participating U.S. restaurants, excludes grilled breakfast wrap with beef. Terms apply.
It's been a great run. Care Heating and Cooling has achieved goals I could only imagine 30 years ago. But now it's time for the next generation to take over. This is Mike Weens, now the retired founder of Care Heating and Cooling with my sons, Dennis and Ryan.
Dad, as Care grew over the years, you had many opportunities to sell Care to one of the big conglomerates that are buying companies all over Central Ohio. So tell our customers why you decided to keep Care in the family.
After talking about Care's values for over 30 years, I couldn't bear the thought of Care becoming the kind of company I was warning our customers about. I know the two of you will continue to treat our customers as I would, with honesty and integrity.
We will, Dad. In 2024, Care was awarded a BBB Torch Award for Ethics and was named the Lennox Partner of the Year. You don't earn those awards by leaving cat toys behind.
Call Care Heating and Cooling at 1-800-COOLING or schedule an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com. When you need a company you can trust.
The New Year's celebration has come and gone, but my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin are still offering those great deals. Rich is sticking with rates starting as low as 0% and leases starting from only $249 a month. Test drive the Prologue, the new all-electric SUV from Honda. And how about the very popular CR-V LX all-wheel drive? A 25 lease is only $349 a month for 36 months with $19.99 down. See the dealer for all these amazing details. Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270.
Get it right with help from Right Rug Flooring. Thousands of styles are in stock and ready for next day expert installation, like carpet starting at $219 a square foot installed with pad. And luxury vinyl starts at only $399 a square foot installed. Unmatched value with 24-month financing available. Visit a showroom or schedule a free in-home estimate today. Get it right with Right Rug Flooring. Your beautiful new floor is
right here, right now. Rothman and Ice are headed to the Big Easy for the football game that we're not allowed legally to say the name of.
Sponsored by Low T Center, reinventing men's health care.
Listen on the Fan. Watch it on the tube. Do it.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Eggland's Best. The only eggs with more fresh and delicious taste, plus superior nutrition. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Tracking the sunshine out there today. High temperatures will be around 35. Increasing clouds tonight, and it is cold with a low of 26. We are tracking the chance of some freezing rain heading into your Saturday. Impacts will be worse between about 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud with your 10 weather impact forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
Your undisputed leader in talking about nothing. This is Man and Bone.
We have an entire segment at 4:30 dedicated to your Super Bowl food choices. It's called What's the Spread? I want to know what you're eating, if you're going someplace, what the menu's going to be, if you're hosting people, maybe you're just at home by yourself. What's the spread? There are no wrong answers. Please do tweet us at manandbone971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. Before I get to the story, it's going to make you vomit.
Okay.
I was having lunch today with a friend of mine, and we were talking about, the future and all sorts of stuff, and retirement came up. And I have long said that when my daughter turns 18 years old, that's it for me. I retire from radio. That's about 10 and a half years. So soak me up until then. I'm done. But it doesn't matter who I tell this to.
I don't like soak me up.
Oh, sop me up. How about that?
No. I thought you said the vomit part was later.
Sop me up.
All right, go ahead.
It doesn't matter who I tell this to. The response is always the same. And I'm convinced nobody really knows me. Because the response is, that I got today, oh, you'd get bored. You'd have to do something. No, I wouldn't. No one does nothing like I do nothing. I'm an expert at nothing. And you're right. I wouldn't sit in a dark room and look at a clock and wait to die. I would have hobbies. I would have interests. I would meet Timmy at the same breakfast place every day and have a list of complaints. And he would have, here's a text that I got from Timmy today. Can you believe the price of a dozen donuts at blank place? Right? And then
you guys, again, you two are great for each other because you're both 100,
I know.
But not in 100-year-old bodies.
But that's what I mean. That's what I would do. I would get together with my friends and complain about things and gossip about people. I don't need, as much as I enjoy doing this, and I'm glad that I've made it my profession, I don't need to come and be cracky and cooch update guy for the rest of my life. I can do nothing. You don't believe me? Watch me.
Well, I mean, I think with anything, right? There's the idea of what we do. It is very fun. We like what we do. It's a great job. but it is also still a job to some degree. And while I love what I do, you love what you do, I don't want to do it till I'm 80. I'd like to retire as well. And I've had that same, conversation with friends where they'll say, yeah, but then what? You're just going to, when you're done there, you're just going to go start a podcast. You'll never stop doing this. And it's like, no, I do what I do because I like it. I also happen to be okay at it enough to pay my bills. Whatever you think of my talents as a radio host, I've been hired to do this job. I get paid to do this job. It's what I like to do. What I will do when I retire is a bunch of stuff that I'm terrible at that doesn't pay my bills and is nonsensical. But like, I don't know how to work any wood. Cut that up, Ted.
Work any wood.
I'm not sitting there with a router and with a planer, and but I'd love to try to buy that stuff and have a little wood shop and learn how to make a coffee table.
Like a lathe?
Oh, all that. Yeah.
Lathe.
Yeah, I want to learn. What I'm saying is I would take it up. I would give it a couple years. And if I can't make a table after that, then I'll sell it or whatever, get rid of it, and I'll try something else. But I'll do hobbies that I don't have time for now because I have work and kids and everything else.
Once you make the coffee table, will you invite Timmy and I over to sit around it and complain with
Absolutely.
you? Okay.
It would be a great joy for me to host a complain session with you two.
I'm going to have a lot to do in retirement. I got a kid that I'm going to help out. I got a wife that I got to take to and from doctor's appointments because she's convinced she has every disease known to man. Right. I got to go help out Bob Capace from time to time. I got a full calendar.
Right. Can I also point out that if that's not you, that's okay too. Like I was talking with a buddy of mine about, pending retirement. He's a little older than me. And he was saying, he's someone who is a little more worried about when I retire, I won't have as much to do, and that bums me out. I don't know if I'll retire right when the time comes, when I hit the age and I could actually take it. I may still go a year or two beyond that because I really, I want to keep being involved in doing something, and it kind of is a little bit daunting to think about what the future holds. I'm saying it's cool either way, but to your point, you and I get along well because both of us say
we love doing nothing.
Oh, if I didn't have to? Yeah. I mean, this is the closest I could get to nothing and still get paid. That's why I do this job. But the step beyond that is still doing nothing.
Fast food taster.
That's still a job.
Yeah, it's still a job, but that's close. That's closer to nothing than we are now.
Can you be remote as a fast food taster? I guess you could. Like if they would,
they're calling everybody back to the office.
That's what I mean.
You got to go back in.
Right. So if I have to go back to an office, then I'm going to work. I have a commute. I have obligations. There's a time and place where you're going to do the food testing, right? That means I got to be on time somewhere. That's the goal when retirement happens is I don't really have to be on time anymore. I can just sit around and do what I want.
All right. Now I'll make you vomit.
Okay.
This is from USA Today. More than 36 live beetles, nearly the length of the average human hand. Think about that for a second.
Each beetle is the size of our hand. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Were discovered at a Southern California airport during a routine inspection. According to a release from the Customs and Border Protection Agency, agriculture specialists assigned to the Los Angeles International Airport found the 37 giant beetles concealed inside of multiple packages of Japanese snacks, potato chips, and chocolate. Valued at $1,480, the contraband was discovered by the specialists last month during a physical exam of a shipment arriving from Japan via air cargo.
Okay, so these are giant beetles.
They were smuggling them in.
What do people do with them?
I don't know.
They are an odd sex toy. No?
Here's a quote. They may look harmless, but in reality, smuggled beetles pose a significant threat to our vital agriculture resources. Beetles can become a serious pest by eating plants, leaves, roots, babies, and by laying eggs on tree bark, which damages our forests. I threw in the baby part, but if this thing's the size of a hand, it'd probably give your preemie a go.
Yeah.
Don't leave that laying around with this beetle.
This thing is huge. And actually, you know what it looks like? It looks like Seosin has an album. I don't know if anybody knows who Seosin is. I mean, if you do, I know you guys don't, but the Warped Tour people, help me out. They have an album cover that looks like it has this beetle on it, is what I'm saying. Not the beetles.
Good news.
These are huge.
A lot of times when they find, cocaine, bad stuff for you, they destroy it. They destroy the jugs and the drugs. However, they're going to donate these beetles to local zoos.
Well, I think it would be something to see this beetle up close in a zoo where it cannot get to me and I can just look at it through glass. But, yeah, isn't it you remember the tree thing? Remember we used to have PSAs that ran about, like, don't transport your firewood and all that stuff? That was because of some kind of emerald ash borer beetle
virus.
No, but it was a beetle.
Right. But
it was a bug that had taken over and was killing these trees.
It destroyed all the ash trees.
Yes, and if you brought that wood to an area that didn't have it and it had some of these bugs in it or whatever it was, I thought it was a beetle, then those would go and get on the other trees and kill all them too.
Let me tell you a little story about a man named Common Man.
Okay.
Who once upon a time bought a nice wooded lot in which to buy a house.
Okay.
Had a nice, big, mature tree line right behind the house there.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the main reasons why this stupid idiot bought the lot.
What was wrong with that, Common Man?
Then Common Man started to build the house and realized that spring, leaves are not coming back on these ash trees because they were all dead.
Oh, no.
So then Common Man had to come and chop down all those big... I didn't do it. I paid somebody to do it. But still, that beautiful tree line lot then had one lone tree sitting there.
Is that right?
That survived. That's right.
That's too bad.
Well,
if it's any consolation, at least now those trees won't fall on your house and kill you.
Yeah, fair enough.
But, yeah.
Is that a consolation?
No.
I'm just outside waiting for it.
I will tell you, my parents, where they live, near where they live, in their neighborhood, not their house, but a few streets down, there is a house that has one of the coolest looking trees I have ever seen. It's some kind of oak tree, but when I tell you, how oak trees tend to get they'll get all different size, like the trunk will get all warped and bigger and bulbs are all over it. This one, man, it looked like it said, hi, those redwoods? That's what I want to be like. And it grew straight up for 40 feet before it has any leaves on it.
Like a pencil tree.
Yeah. And then it has a big canopy. It's a beautiful tree. Every time I drive by it, I think, do these people, when there's a stiff breeze, do they just crap themselves? Because that's all I would think about living in that house. It's like, this tree is 5 feet from my window, and it's 100 feet tall. This seems like a bad thing. Seems like you'd have to get that chopped down.
What kind of tree they have on that Shinedown cover?
Oh, I don't know, but I love that cover, to your point.
What's the name of that album? Leave a Whisper? Is that right?
That sounds right.
Shinedown, Leave a Whisper. I think it's about time you and me had a little Shinedown karaoke again. That was positive with the fans. They enjoyed it.
Well, they did. Well, we know that some of our listeners enjoyed it. Some of them said never again.
Well, you know what? Hell with them. I enjoyed it.
I never realized that's the whole root system is exposed.
Yeah, they're
on that
showing
tree.
all the roots of the tree.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's metaphor.
Yeah, it's good. It's metaphor. Poetry.
Big hat.
Burt Reynolds.
Bob Capacci. Hey, you want to talk about Super Bowl food? Of course you do. We're going to do it in 2 minutes. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Slower traffic is causing a 5-minute delay on eastbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 315 and 71. And we've got an accident that's blocking the left lane on westbound 161 after Hamilton Road. Police are on scene causing holdup. This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The slow roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
For a limited time at Speedway, get 2 big pizza slices and your favorite Coca-Cola 20-ounce for only $5 with Speedy Rewards. Choose from Classic 3-Cheese, Pepperoni, or Extreme Meat Pizza. Save big with the $5 meal deal with Speedy Rewards. Only at Speedway. Valid through 3/4/25. See app for full terms.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
I'm an old school Joe, and my philosophy is real simple and effective. It's not what you win or lose, it's what you save. And betting reduced juice at Prime Sports Ohio is the way to save money on every single bet. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app or visit our website, primesportsbook.com. Use promo code JUSTSPORTS. Get a welcome bonus up to $100 and be a member of the Prime Sports family.
Terms and conditions apply. Visit website for details. Must be 21 or older and present in Ohio. If you or anyone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
No matter where you are, Coughlin is there, in store or online. CoughlinCars.com. 13 new car brands, over 1,000 pre-owned vehicles, 16 convenient locations for sales, service, and parts, plus 4 state-of-the-art collision centers. CoughlinCars.com. Shop locally owned, CoughlinCars.com. Coughlin has the car for you.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Back when I was banging, this show slapped. Whatever the hell that means. You're listening to Common Man and T-Bone.
All right, this segment is called What's the Spread? We have no open. We're not professionals. We don't care about the point spreads. We care about the food spread that you're going to have for the Super Bowl on Sunday because it's one of the greatest food holidays of the year.
Mm-hmm. Would you like me to start reading some?
I have some on the burner phone here.
Okay. Well, I can start off with our guy Mikey, who tweets us often, and he has tools of the week, but I'll leave that alone.
Leave that for later.
He says his 20-year traditional Super Bowl spread, and he actually included an image of some of the food. He said they go to a Chinese takeout restaurant near him called Red Chili.
All right.
And he says for 20 years, that's what they've done. And he said, headlined by the orange peel chicken. Now, you eat more like takeout than I do in that way. Orange peeled chicken, very similar to orange chicken, am I guessing? Is that just okay.
Yeah.
How could that be bad, by the way? But the images of this look amazing. So, all right. I like the fact you're getting Chinese takeout, and it is going to be orange chicken. That's a great idea.
This from the burner, no name on here, but they start with My Luscious Deborah's. My spread is pot roast sliders, hot cheesy crab dip with peppadew peppers, and meat candy, which is bacon-wrapped Smokies with sriracha aioli, and a moist chocolate bundt cake for dessert. All my recipes on my website, neighborfoodblog.com.
Wow.
Now, I have not previewed that website. I hope there's no naked kids on it, but there's recipes that sound delicious. I'm just saying I haven't gone to it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, dude,
I don't think it has that on there, but if there is a website with naked kids, it's not going to be nakedkids.com. They're going to hide it on a website you wouldn't think would have naked kids.
All right. For the sake of our listeners.
Be careful now.
Neighbor, what's it called? Neighbor what? I'm going to just check to make sure it's safe.
Neighborfoodblog.com.
All right.
Neighbor Food Blog.
Says, neighbor, this is someone that listens to us' website? This is really well done.
Yes.
It's beautiful, I'm saying. It's right. He's got a recipe on here for Orange Julius.
It's not a GeoSites page?
Best chocolate bundt cake ever. And then he's got, says, may include links. The post may include links. So I click down here. I see a delicious chocolate cake and a picture of him naked in the mirror.
See? That's why we preview these things.
No, there's nothing like that. It looks like this is a legit website, and it looks like tons of delicious recipes.
All right, I'm getting a lot of different stuff here. Some people making homemade stromboli.
Oh,
some people do meatball subs.
Meatball subs sound awesome. By the way, make sure you tweet us pictures of your spread, even if it's not, you're not going to have it ready now, but Sunday when you're eating, just get a photo and send it to us at manandbo971. We want to see what you're eating.
You know what? While we're talking about this, tell people about the pizza thing that we're doing.
Oh, yeah. So we have our first ever Pizza Madness that we are doing. In the past, we've done for March Madness, we did Appetizer Madness, we did Dessert Madness. Teddy, what other ones did we do? Did we do Dessert, Appetizer? There's something else. Did we do Fast Food Madness, I feel like, at one point? Okay. So we've done that before. It's 64 team bracket, and we put stuff in there, and we vote on it, all that. This time around, what we want you to do is we want you to submit your favorite pizza place to us. We'd prefer like Columbus area pizza places. But if they're not Columbus style, if they are Columbus, that doesn't matter. Just if they're local here, that's what we want. We're going to take 64 of them, put them in a bracket, starting a little bit later in March, or coming up in March. And then we're gonna really take your votes on this. We're gonna drill down, try to find the best pizza in Columbus. So
we had some pizza delivered today.
Yeah, JT's Pizza, the brew pub there, the one that's up on Linworth and 161 up that area. They have one now near us in Grandview, and they brought over some pizza.
Now that's not going to sway our opinion. All right.
No, but it's good that we're able to. I've had it before, but it's good if we can sample it so we can offer our expert opinion as well when we see the voting. If it's close, we want to jump in and help out.
We've done a lot of things on this show. You know, we've had a lot of giveaways, had sitting presidents on the show, all of it. I have a feeling this pizza competition is going to be the most controversial thing we ever do.
I think you're right.
Because people take their pizza picks so seriously, and it's going to be, that's garbage! That's the most wonderful thing I ever had in my life, you stupid! And I want that type of passion. I want it. And maybe your favorite won't win. It probably won't. But all of these pizza places get some nice publicity out of it, right?
Yeah.
And at the end of it, a big, fat, honking trophy.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is over the weekend, I think you will see, this will be up on the website, 971thefan.com, on the, what we call like the right when you get on the website, it should be a picture of it. You click on the logo, it'll take you to the form to type your pizza place that you love in there. And by the way, if your pizza place is Pizza Hut, that's fine. If that's your favorite one, I guess. But we're hoping to find out about some local places we don't know about. And who knows? Maybe Central Ohio will learn about some good new pizza spots. So check that out.
I'm looking at more food things.
I got one for you.
Yeah.
Mark says, the spread for this weekend. I have never heard of these words in combination fascinate me, but I'm going to say them as they are written. Air-fried steak nachos. So.
Air-fried steak nachos.
I'm going to guess the nachos, the chips, are air-fried. And then we put the steak and we put all the toppings on it after we've made these. Because you can make, like with regular tortillas, you can do them in the air fryer.
Okay.
And make like very crispy, non-deep fried nachos. So that's a good idea. Pizza, wings, soft pretzel bun sliders, and pies and ice cream. Now, pies and ice cream, because you can get a warm pie and a cold dollop of ice cream on there.
I need to know what pies.
Fair enough.
That's just like saying, oh, we got animals. Right? There's a lot of different types. You can have a French silk pie. You could have a Boston cream pie, which is not really a pie. It's a cake. You can have a fruit pie.
That's interesting. A Boston cream pie is not a pie.
It's not a pie. It's a cake.
Okay. But that's fair. I think in my mind, when he said pies and ice cream, I immediately went to like all fruit pies. Like
so did I, because to me, that's a perfect marriage.
Well, it sounds like you went cream pie. When he said pie, you immediately started naming off cream pies.
Well, no, I'm just saying I wanted to know what kind of pie it was.
And
that's all.
I love a good cream pie, but I thought fruit pies when you said that.
What's your one pie for the rest of your life? What is it? I think I know. Can I answer for you?
Go ahead. Yes.
Key lime.
You know what's funny? That could have and should have been my answer in many ways, because that is one that I love. But what popped into my head was my mom's like Dutch crumbled apple pie.
Oh, let me tell you.
I got the recipe for this. I haven't made it yet. But like when you read the ingredients, it's like, take 2 pounds brown sugar and then take 8 pounds of crumbled up sweet stuff and like all this stuff, the crumble, and then 8 gallons of butter. And that's what makes this crumble. It's just, it's so good.
See, my mother-in-law makes the best apple crumble pie I've ever had. So I'm curious to taste your mom's.
Oh,
we should have a competition.
We should definitely get.
And whichever one loses gets put to death. How about that?
I mean, we could just eat the pies and then say, oh, this one's a little better. That's all.
We'll hurt.
We need steaks.
We'll hurt their feelings so much they'll wish they were put to death.
That actually, if we did that and you ate it and said it was good, Wanda,
please kill me.
My mom would say, like, I'm so sorry for even making your mouth ever have to taste that horrible pie? Like, she'd be so apologetic if you didn't like the pie.
Now, was this something that you got when you were a kid or something that just came across later in life?
No, we got it when I was a kid, but you wouldn't know it looking at me. I was a picky eater when I was a kid. So, like, oh, does that have big chunks of apples in it? I don't like it. But now I love it when it, like, more apples, the better. And so that's the way this apple pie is. It's like, it's just a lot of apples, but they're so mushy. It gets to, they're solid. You can cut through it and hear a little bit of a crunch. Holds together well. But when you put it in your mouth, it's like it melts. I don't know how, I don't know how she does it. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite things I've ever had.
I was talking to somebody once that said they didn't like a crumble pie. Or as they call it, Dutch apple pie.
Well, yeah.
Because the crumble is too sweet. I've heard a lot of people talk about desserts being too sweet. I can't get there with you. To me, desserts should be obnoxiously sweet.
Yes. That it's like going to the ocean and being like, well, I liked it. Other than the water and the sand, I didn't really care for that part. It's like, that's the beach. That's what you went for. So if you're eating sweets and they're too, that's the, what am I missing, Mike?
Nothing.
Okay. By the way, Chip Dip is mad at you.
Why?
Chip Dip says, actually, you know what? This is a tool of the week. Never mind. I can't do that.
Oh, thanks, Bone.
I thought it was this. I thought it was a
you
spread
really
thing.
wet my whistle.
All right. He's mad because you didn't give him the focaccia.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You know what, Chip? Just send me an email or something. You know how to get a hold of me, don't you?
Chip,
hang your head out the window and just scream.
Chip Dip, just drive over to his house and just
let the boy sleep in your bed.
You know what? He probably has the ingredients in his house. If he's not home, just break in.
He's a good, clean boy.
Get all the things, the recipes somewhere in his house. Just rummage around for it. You'll find it.
I was looking at the burner phone here, and we got a fairly long text from a listener who is traveling in Italy.
Oh, okay.
And has been eating the McDonald's in Italy, as she should.
Oh, yes.
And we have some reviews on that sort of stuff.
Beautiful.
We could talk about that or who's going to win the Super Bowl. What should we do?
Well, you know what my answer is.
I'm deferring to Ted. Ted's the producer of this program. What do people want to hear, Teddy?
Well, how about this? I think the Chiefs are going to win. Bone?
I think the Chiefs are going to win.
Okay, man.
Eagles.
Okay, we're done with that. Let's move on.
Okay. International McDonald's conversation.
What a problem solver, Ted. That
Coming
was awesome.
up next.
Thank
That's
you.
why Teddy's the best producer in the game.
That's right.
He's certainly the cheapest. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got stop-and-go traffic that's causing a 10-minute delay on eastbound 33 between Refugee Road and Ebright Road. And there's a small delay on eastbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 315 and 71. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off and free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Getting the cold shoulder? Call Care Heating and Cooling and we'll fix your furnace fast. Call 1-800-COOLING.
In a divorce, it's important to have a partner you can count on. I'm Rick Julius, a partner at Cordell & Cordell, a domestic litigation and family law firm. We champion your rights as an individual and your role as a parent, taking an aggressive approach in court while leveling the legal playing field in domestic matters. That's what a champion does. That's what Cordell & Cordell can do for you. Visit us at CordellCordell.com.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Columbus area attorneys. 10 West Broad Street, Suite 1550, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. CordellCordell.com.
Bobby Carpenter here for Germain Toyota. Swing by Germain Toyota and ask for Marcello and discover unbeatable deals and a wide selection of new and certified pre-owned Toyota vehicles. Visit them at germaintoyota.net. Germain Toyota on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road.
Attention lovebirds. Valentine's Day is almost here, and Diamonds Direct has the gifts to wow your special someone. From dazzling diamonds and trending gold to vibrant gemstones, pearls, even timepieces. With hundreds of stunning styles under $1,000 and an exquisite collection of one-of-a-kind luxury pieces. Make your moment unforgettable. The best selection, value, and service are waiting for you. Make this Valentine's unforgettable with fine jewelry for every budget. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Hey guys, it's Timmy Hall, and we are getting ready. You see, this ain't the little itty bitty teeny tiny bowl. This is Super Bowl 59. So get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 59. Scoring touchdowns is going to be key to hoisting that Lombardi trophy, and you can score big by betting on them at DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Looking at Saquon Barkley on the app now, plus 285 to get 2+ touchdowns. Gotta like that action. Lines and odds are subject to change. But hey, new DraftKings customers can bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code TheFan971. That's code TheFan971. And new customers will get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus, Ohio only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
For 100 years, our passion at Atlas Butler has been helping people. From those who have relied on us for years to those who call us for the first time. For our team, their families, and our community, Atlas Butler is here to keep Central Ohio safe and comfortable with trusted, convenient service. Call today, get it fixed today. That's our pledge to you.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Jake Diebler's Buckeyes hit the road for a Big Ten battle with Nebraska.
Live fan coverage starts Sunday at 1 with the tip at 2.
Every game, every season, proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
I'm Rick Reichert. Fast Start February is when Reichert Ford turns it up. Reichert Ford needs to sell 300 new Fords this month, so we are cutting amazing deals like this. Lease a new 2024 Hybrid F-150 for just $599 a month for 36 months, 0 down. Or lease new 2024 Bronco Sport for just $399 a month for 36 months. Also, 0 down. And every new Ford comes with Reichert Ford's exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty. Reichert Ford has new vehicles coming in every day. Hundreds of new Fords arrived just last month alone, and hundreds more are set to arrive right now. So race into Reichert Ford for Fast Start February, the largest volume Ford dealer in Ohio at Route 33 and Hamilton Road, 2 minutes off 270, and at ReichertFord.com. Based on 2024 Ford report for total new retail sales. Cincinnati region. Leases on approved credit. No security deposit required. Ends 3/1. Come in now. We're dealing.
Get the right car at Reichert.
We're dealing.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Best known for their contributions to the fast food breakfast world. This is Man and Bone.
You know, it's a big weekend. A lot of pressure. Maybe it's pressure to entertain because you have people coming over to watch a Super Bowl, right? Maybe it's pressure to take your kids around all the time. You know, a lot of activities on the weekends. Maybe it's pressure to climb on top of your significant other.
Is that right?
But maybe you don't work as well as you used to down there, and it's a gamble, whether you're going to get a salute or not.
Sure.
I want you to go see my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. They will explain this to you much more eloquently than I have, but there are solutions for your problems, real medical solutions. You don't just slap it until it comes to life, because sometimes it doesn't. You need doctors and medical professionals to tell you the proper treatment, and it's not one size fits all, Bone. I know you think it is.
No, it's not.
You don't just go out and rub some rhubarb on it either, like our ancestors used to do.
Mm-hmm.
Step into the 21st century.
Of course.
We're in the 21st century, right? I always get confused.
I believe that's
yes,
correct.
21st century. Call my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. I don't have the phone number in front of me right now.
614-787-3093.
Did you remember that?
That's the burner phone, you moron.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm stupid with numbers.
I thought you would catch that. I just want the burner phone to be like, take a look.
No,
what
here
do
it
you
is.
think?
Here
Is
it
this
is.
good?
Here it is. 800-900-9654.
Okay.
Or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
And if they don't pick up,
they'll pick up.
Well, I know, but this spot could get them so many calls at once. The overflow line is manned by Bob Capace.
Mm-hmm.
He will take your call.
If you just listen to, that's actually one of the treatments. You listen to Bob's voice.
Yeah.
Problem solved. All right, this I saw from the burner phone. This is from Brooke. She's traveling abroad in Florence, Italy. Okay?
I don't know why we have to bring that term into it, but sure. She's traveling in Italy.
What did I do? I think I ruined my phone.
What do you mean you think you ruined your phone?
I hit buttons here. I don't know what happened to me. Oh, here it is. Okay. I'm back.
Okay.
First of all, this is such a detailed description with pictures of the McDonald's in Florence, Italy. Brooke, I don't know. I'm sure you're much younger than me. I hope you're hot. Let's get together. I'm studying abroad in Florence, Italy. Had to try the Italian McDonald's. I've been twice now. The first time I got a crispy McBacon, which is 2 burger patties, cheese, bacon, and crispy sauce. Whatever the hell that is.
Crispy sauce?
As she says, crispy sauce.
Oh, but you know what? I'm already in on whatever this is. It sounds great.
It was good, but I probably wouldn't get it again. I also got a pistachio McFlurry, which was delicious. It was sweet, nutty, and had a good crunch to it.
Okay.
The second, now this is the kicker now. This is why I brought this to you. The second time I went, I got a tasty bucket.
A tasty bucket,
It came with chicken nuggets, chicken wings, and Asiago cheese-filled nuggets. This was great. It was 16 pieces. The cheese balls were crispy and had an interesting flavor. The chicken wings were really good. They were very crispy and flavorful. I also got fries with cheese and bacon. They were very skimpy on the cheese sauce. The bacon was not very crispy either. I'd probably stick to regular fries. Finally, I got a Snickers McFlurry. It had chocolate and caramel sauce, peanuts, and mini Snickers bites. As you can imagine, it was delicious. Definitely wish McDonald's in the U.S. had all these options.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brooke, from Florence.
Thank you for sending this. And now I am actually on their website right now looking at a picture of the Tasty Bucket, and it looks incredible. I'm trying to actually translate it because it's all in Italian. But
well, she told you what was in it.
No, I know, but I want to see how they describe it. I'm trying to see if I can No, it's not going to.
Say it in Italian. Go ahead.
What do you mean? Say it in Italian.
Read what they have.
Tutto il gusto di condividere. Se più gusto a stare insieme con il Tasty Bucket.
That means
Tasty Bucket. With the Tasty Bucket.
This thing is so effing good.
Okay.
You'll go home and kill your family just to have a Tasty Bucket.
Wow. Well, that explains a few
That's
things,
what it said.
I guess. 16 pezzi de mangiare con chivui.
16 pieces.
Yeah.
Is 16
pezzi. I figured that out.
Mangiare is eat.
Oh, to eat with
or
con chi vui. What would
vui?
Vui. To eat with your vui. Whoever they are. 6 chicken McNuggets.
Or whatever it is, not
Sure.
whoever it is.
Well,
whatever it is.
whatever, yeah.
Oh, is your vui hungry? Here's a McTasty
Stick it in your vui. I don't know. 6 chicken McNuggets, 6 chicken wings, 4 pepite con Asiago DOP, all capitalized. Spec. That's an Italian restaurant.
Spec is ham.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's like
Asiago and ham.
Ooh.
First of all, I like how even in the McDonald's in Italy, they use Asiago, and it's like, no, we're not using imitation Asiago. They have DOP, which means it was made in this specific region.
Oh, so
this is the real
okay, so it's real Asiago
cheese.
Okay, I'm glad you knew what that meant. So here's what I figured out, because I'm looking at this thing. This is far superior to anything other than a Big Mac that current McDonald's offers. Am I wrong? You saw the picture.
It looks delicious, and it sounds delicious.
Okay, so what I think has happened, if I could guess how this has occurred, McDonald's was like, guys, we got to get to Italy. We got to make a dent in Italian food culture. And they're like, yeah, and we're very proud of our food. We love our food at McDonald's, but we're serving hamburgers. We're making chicken nuggets. I don't know if that's going to fly in Italy where the food culture is a little elevated. And they're like, don't worry. I got a thing for you called the Tasty Bucket. They won't be able to resist. And then someone probably in their headquarters was like, should we offer this in America? They're like, who? To the swine? They'll eat whatever we serve them.
That's right.
Like, I feel like they're taking us for granted because McDonald's is so successful here. When they go to Italy or Spain or somewhere else, they're like, we got to up our game. And that's not fair to us.
That's right.
We made you what you are, McDonald's. Give us the Tasty Bucket.
That's right. You're exactly right.
You know what rhymes with bucket? Nantucket.
I haven't seen my wife in regular clothes in years.
Huh?
Here's my example to you.
Okay.
She doesn't have to impress me, or she feels like she doesn't have to, because we're married.
Right.
Right?
Sure.
So anytime I see her, it's in the house and she's dressed like Hobo Joe. When she goes out to see other people...
That's when you're tagging along and you get to see this too, but yes.
I'm rarely there.
Oh,
she'll go to a work meeting. She's like a clothes-changing ninja.
Ah, I see.
All right, she walks in the door, and I think I'm going to catch her in something, like I'm going to catch her in an outfit. She just whips it right off, and there's pajamas on.
Right.
Underneath.
Yeah.
I never see her in anything nice. She says, what do I need to show it to you for? You married me, you know what I got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know what you got. And I'm still in love with you, and I'm glad we're married. I just would like to be reminded once in a while,
right,
of what I craved. Right?
Yeah, of course.
McDonald's. I'm familiar with you. I love you. I see you in pajama pants all the time.
Absolutely right.
Once in a while, put on a cleavage shirt for me. That's all I'm saying. Doesn't have to be all the time.
Put on a cleavage shirt.
Once in a while.
I texted my wife because I was leaving the house today, and she said bye, and gave me a hug and a kiss, and I said, as I'm leaving the house, I'm like, wow, she looks great. And then as I left, before I got out of the, before I started driving, I texted her and said, you look really hot today.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And then I didn't tell her it was because she had she had a Wendy's t-shirt on, and I was just really hungry. And I was like, that's the look, baby. That gets me going.
Yeah.
You imagine she came out in a full Wendy's cosplay?
Biggie size.
Oh, it'd be done.
Mm-mm. Should we do something next or what?
What is you know what? I have a Super Bowl related thing.
You
next.
do? Okay, good.
I have a declaration to make about the Super Bowl next.
Super Bowl time.
Yeah.
Next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got some slower traffic on southbound 270 on the East Outer Belt between Livingston Avenue and I-70. And you're going to hit a 5-minute delay on westbound 70 downtown between the 71 East and West split. This report is sponsored by AAA Car Care Plus. Come into your local AAA Car Care Plus and save $90 on select sets of 4 Continental tires. Only at AAA Car Care Plus locations. And on the plus side, AAA members save more. Offer ends February 15th. See store for details. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hi, I'm Bob Capace for Worthington Jewelers. Valentine's Day is upon us. Don't be a loser and forget again this year. Here at Worthington Jewelers, my store, I'm Bob Capace. We're giving you 35% off 14-karat gold and diamond jewelry. And how about 20% off sterling silver jewelry? We have something for every budget. Shop local and ask for me. Bob Capace. Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington, worthingtonjewelers.com.
Get ready for the big game with fan favorites like buy one, get one free extra large avocados. Plus, buy 5, save $5 deals when you mix or match other go-to items like assorted varieties of DiGiorno frozen pizza, 24 packs of Coca-Cola or Pepsi products plus deposit where applicable, and Sweet Baby Ray's marinade or sauce. Shopping at Meijer makes game day a good deal better. Exclusions apply. See all deals in-store or in the Meijer app.
Only one football game left this season makes me sad. But watching that last game at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus makes me very happy. Scotty Vegas, and we're throwing a super watch party for the big game February 9th. Reserve your table at HollywoodColumbus.com. Come early for a live sports betting show at 5. Stay for the game with prizes and prop contests. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 21 years or older to enter. See you at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook for a Super Sunday.
Ready to be the change and have a positive impact on your community? Consider joining the Columbus Division of Police. Starting pay is $70,000 plus, growing to 6 figures after 4 years of service. We offer paid vacations, paid holidays, and health insurance. Do you aspire to complete your degree? We offer 100% tuition reimbursement after you complete your first year of service. Contact the CPD recruiting unit at jobs@columbuspolice.org or apply online at columbus.gov/government/jobs. The City of Columbus is an equal opportunity employer.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. Is it time for a new or used car? Visit Tansky Sawmill Toyota on the corner of Sawmill and 161, home of the Tansky Promise, where our salespeople aren't paid on commission, we have a 72-hour exchange policy, and every transaction is upfront and transparent. You can even start the process at home. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com to start your purchase today and to see all of this month's specials. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Guys, listen up. How many of you out there have been diagnosed with sleep apnea? Maybe your partner can't tolerate your snoring every night. You can't stand your CPAP machine. I totally get it. But the good news is there are alternatives to the CPAP machine. And Dr. Mark Levy is here to change your sleep and your life. Trust me, your spouse will thank you later. Dr. Mark Levy can customize an oral appliance that opens your airways, helps you breathe better, and, of course, stops your snoring. That's the main point. It's quick and comfortable and an alternative to those bulky, loud CPAP machines you always hear about. For over 15 years, Dr. Mark Levy has led the way when it comes to treating snoring and sleep apnea, and now he's expanding his practice to better serve his patients with a brand new location in Marysville. I love Marysville. If you're snoring and not sleeping, you need to call Dr. Mark Levy's office today. Do not delay. Schedule your appointment today with Dr. Mark Levy at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP. That's 1-800-MORE-SLEEP. You can also visit him online at sleepbettercolumbus.com. And now, sleepbettermarysville.com too.
Sebastian Maniscalco.
Now, is this a family? Is this your mother? Where is she? Is she in the crowd? The mom's up there. What kind of family is this? I'm sorry.
It Ain't Right Tour 2025.
The poor mother is in the balcony, and the kids are down here with the father and his gumad. If this was the 80s, the kids would have been up there, and the parents would have been down here.
Sebastian Maniscalco, live on stage in Cleveland. Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, Friday, February 7th. Get tickets now at rocketmortgagefieldhouse.com.
Common Man here. I've told you about my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. I am back to remind you that if you're thinking about selling your home, it should not cost you 6% to do it. Their premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your home for 1% commission, not 6%. That's it. I had to check it out for myself, see if it was legit. I met with the family-run business here in Central Ohio. They will give you everything you expect from any realtor for a whole lot less. This is full service, not discount. They literally do everything that a realtor who charges you 6% is going to do, and probably more. They can do it because they use today's technology, which has made the realtor's job easier, taking photos, signing documents on your phone. And instead of keeping their prices the same like everybody else does, they pass the savings on to you because they know you're going to be happy with the service. Tell a friend, they get more business. Oh, what a novel concept. If I knew about these guys 10 years ago, I would have saved a boatload of money. On average, customers save about $10,000 in commissions. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. Sellfor1%.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels. Tiger Woods announcing today he's committed to play next week's Genesis Invitational. It'll be the first time he's competed in a non-major since withdrawing from the Genesis last year. Meanwhile, second round of the PGA Waste Management Open in Phoenix. Thomas Detry, the leader at 12 under. Alex Smalley right behind him at -10. Second round of the LPGA Founders Cup in Bradenton, Florida. Jin Hee Im and Limi No share the lead at 10 under par. NBA tonight, Cleveland Cavaliers in Washington, D.C. to take on the Wizards. Top 25 hoops. It's 7th-ranked Purdue hosting USC. Number 12, St. John's, and number 19, UConn. Dayton at home with VCU. NFL announcing today that the Pittsburgh Steelers will be the first ever to play a regular season game in Ireland in 2025. Opponent has yet to be announced. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Never have I been so excited to get a whiff of sweaty jock straps. It's Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Yay, football, the fan. Yes, we tried unplugging and then plugging them back in. It didn't help. This is Man and Bone.
Hey, this dumb show brought to you by the Hinderer Motor Company. It's Tool of the Week Friday. Send in your Twitter tools at manandbone971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. You said that you had a bold statement involving the Super Bowl.
I actually have a declaration to make,
I'm
Mike.
sorry.
And Teddy, I welcome your opinion on this too. Because I think if Teddy can agree with me, it'll be the ultimate sign that I am correct. Because Teddy is not a fan of the Philadelphia Eagles. He does not like them. He's a Dallas Cowboys fan. But Teddy, I think even your hatred for the Philadelphia Eagles, you would have to admit this. I think, Mike, you would have to admit that one of the most handsome people on planet Earth is Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts. I have seen this man walking into the arena, walking into the stadium, and every time I say, there's no way that is a guy who's actually about to go and play 4 quarters of football. That is a male model. And I say this with an unblemished record of heterosexuality. I can appreciate greatness. He is a tremendous player. He is an amazing-looking human being. He's wearing a goatee and a hoop earring and sometimes a Kangol hat, and he is making it work. Like, who else on planet Earth is doing this right now? No one. It's him. He's him.
He makes a strong case. Teddy, what do you think? Who's the most attractive man out there? Don't tell me you don't know either.
I was thinking myself, but
I mean, Teddy,
you'd be thinking wrong.
You would say Jalen Hurts is handsome, right? I mean, an extremely handsome guy.
He is handsome.
He's got a nice thing going
guy.
there.
All right,
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Because if you can even begrudgingly admit that, then that means I'm right. As a Cowboys fan, you have to acknowledge.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Teddy, are you aware of a model by the name of John Halls? Halls. He played English football, and now he's a model.
Oh.
I want you to look that guy up.
I have to say.
Because that guy could be the most handsome man in the world. I bet you didn't have this on your bingo card today, did you, Teddy?
That guy's
talking about hot guys.
This is
Friday before the Super Bowl.
But you know what? This is a rugged dude right here. This guy.
There's nothing John Halls can't do, right?
No, you're right.
Like, you see that guy, and if he's like, I can dismantle this bomb, you believe him instantly.
This guy has, for people who aren't seeing, if you're driving around, whatever, this guy has a nice full head of hair.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, his hair is pretty cool.
The
yeah.
beard is fantastic.
A great, he's got one of those beards where if he shaved it all the way down to like just the smoothest skin possible within half an hour, he'd have already like a better beard than Tim Hall has ever grown. You know, like he just instantly would have that beard.
Timmy would be lunging at this guy.
This guy has rock hard abs. I mean, he's got the 8-pack going. He's got the obliques.
He played English soccer for like a decade, this guy.
Yeah, he's also a soccer player. But you can tell he's put on some muscle after playing soccer. He didn't look like this when he was playing soccer, I promise you. That's a handsome man.
I've seen him on some websites modeling clothes.
Oh, I bet you have seen him on some websites.
He was so striking to me. I had to Google who he was, and then I showed my wife.
And what'd she do?
He is delicious.
Yeah.
John he is really put together. He looks like all of Australia.
I took a look at Baines in the shower. He looks like all of Australia. He is really put together.
Somebody like that, it's almost not fair. Like you gotta assume that he's got some sort of mental defect.
Do you?
I do.
I mean, I just say this is probably a very handsome person who is whatever's going on. He's doing all right for himself.
Maybe he's got an MP.
Well, that's fine. I mean, let me tell you what. A lot of like whoever he has said, you know what, I'd like to maybe get intimate with that person. I bet you more people have said yes to his request of intimacy than anyone else, right? Like if he goes up, he's gone up to whoever he wanted to and said, "Hi, tonight. How about you and me have a little fun?" They've said, let's have it right now. Why wait till tonight? Like there's no one turning that guy down. Here's
his measurements. He's got his measurements right here. 6'1".
Oh, okay.
Chest 39.5.
Okay.
It's
what are those inches, centimeters? What are we talking about?
Inches.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's substantial, but it's not overly girthy. You can tell he's got some nice toned upper body.
Okay.
Waist 33.
33-inch waist.
Very
Good for
nice.
that guy.
Suit, he wears a size 38 suit.
Okay.
Shoes size 9.
All right. A regular size guy.
Hair brown. Eyes blue.
Why do we need that as a stat? We can see him.
That's what he says.
Like, I can't instantly tell how tall you are just by looking at you, but I can tell what color your eyes are, what your hair is.
And next week is his birthday. He's going to be 43 years old.
For 43?
43 years old.
I mean, he's doing incredible. That's unbelievable. I really wish Timmy was in today so you could show him that picture and get his on-the-air reaction to that.
I know he's a fan of Hugh Jackman. This guy's got a Hugh Jackman vibe. Doesn't he?
Let me tell you, Hugh Jackman is a great actor. He is a very handsome individual. This guy may not be able to act on Broadway.
No.
This guy's not going to star in Wolverine anytime soon. But as just a physical specimen, he is far more attractive than even Hugh Jackman. I'm saying that as a fan of Hugh Jackman and Hugh Jackson.
Bad. See, this is how you know you got a bunch of just secure men sitting around when you can have a conversation like this.
Well,
and if you're threatened by this conversation, that's on you.
Yes, but also I will say there's been a lot of objectification of women over the years in sports media and sports radio.
And there will continue to be.
There probably will continue to be. But I'm going to tell you today.
Paige Spiranak is naked somewhere right now.
Tell you right now, we're going to objectify men as well.
Absolutely.
I will tell you who I think is hot and attractive, and I don't care who hears it.
As a matter of fact, in solidarity, I think you and I at some point should do an entire show shirtless.
No.
Why?
Well, again, I can take my shirt off, but we talked earlier about positive diarrhea and vomiting. I think that would induce at least some of that in people.
Yeah,
probably negative diarrhea, but you know.
After dropping 42 last night, LeBron is now the oldest and the youngest player in NBA history to score 40 points. That's a hell of a stat right there.
Isn't it? No, I mean, he's had such a lengthy career, and he has been so good for so much of it that we're going to have a lot of those records where it's like this guy is on all the different records you can have for youngest player and oldest player. He's going to be getting a lot of that. He's already the all-time leading scorer. I think he's like top 5 in assists too, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. He's rocketing up the record books as we speak.
Shohei's former interpreter was sentenced to 57 months for stealing $17 million.
Man, they got that wrapped up quick,
He pleaded guilty to everything. When that's the case, they move it through pretty quickly.
Well, good. I'm glad. And you know what? For that guy's sake, how old was that interpreter? Was he like in his late 30s, maybe early 40s? I feel like. I think
he's younger than that.
Okay. What I'm saying is, how long did you say he's getting?
57 months.
Okay.
Let's do the math.
Not years. So that's less than 5 years.
Why do they do that?
I know. That's like when people are like, our baby is 27 months old. It's like, stop. You said more than a year.
57 months, Teddy?
He's 40 years old.
He's 40.
Okay. And hang on. No, 40 years old, 57 months.
Almost 5 years.
Yeah, it's 4 years and 9 months. That's what it is. All right. So
it was like time served.
All right. Yeah, and he'll probably get some parole at some point. So I'm saying this dude will be back before he might be back before he reached John Hall's age, 43.
Well, he does have to pay restitution, though.
That would be the problem.
Yeah,
$17 million.
Okay. One way he's going to go out with like $100 and be like, all right, here we go.
Big parlay. Here we go.
But you know what, though? I honestly can admit I have no idea how restitution works because OJ got out of prison and he's living in a country club community before he's dead. All this stuff, and the Goldmans who won a suit against him for millions of dollars said that he paid $0 of that entire thing.
Can I give you my uneducated guess of how this works?
Yes.
Is they have I'm wondering if they let you out with you're allowed to earn a living to keep yourself alive and have a house and all that stuff. And then whatever you make above and beyond something like that, that's what goes to those people. And maybe OJ's like, yeah, but I didn't earn anything beyond that. I just had enough for me to live on.
Are you saying that OJ would scam the system?
I don't know.
Is that what you're saying?
I don't genuinely know. I'm just saying maybe that's how that works out. I have no idea.
Fat Boy Food Tip, including donuts in the Fat Boy Food Tip. Coming up next, Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got some slowdown due to an accident if you need to travel on Bixby Road at Ebright Road, and you're going to hit another slowdown on southbound 71 on the north side between East Broad Street and I-70. This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit primesportsbook.com and use promo code JUSTSPORTS for a welcome bonus of up to $100.
You know that project you've been working on? Just chipping away at it, dreaming of the day you get to show it off? Then, when you're least expecting it, cancer. And finishing that project actually happens. I would know. I've been restoring this car for years, and today I'm giving it to my granddaughter. It's her 16th birthday and 2 years since my cancer diagnosis.
Mom, you finished it?
Happy birthday, boo-boo. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans to learn more.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here from my friends at High Bank Distillery Co., located right here in Columbus. Introducing their newest product, 614 Vodka, Ohio's house vodka. Perfect to make a drink at home or try when you're out at your favorite local restaurant. Learn more at 614vodka.com.
85% of people will experience foot pain in their lifetime. Long-term remedies are scarce. Good Feet Arch Supports from the Good Feet Store can help. They are designed to relieve common foot conditions like plantar fasciitis, and they also improve balance and comfort. Learn more at goodfeet.com.
Common Man here. I've told you about my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. I am back to remind you that if you're thinking about selling your home, it should not cost you 6% to do it. Their premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your home for 1% commission, not 6. That's it. I had to check it out for myself, see if it was legit. I met with the family-run business here in Central Ohio. They will give you everything you expect from any realtor for a whole lot less. This is full service, not discount. They literally do everything that a realtor who charges you 6% is going to do, and probably more. They can do it because they use today's technology, which has made the realtor's job easier, taking photos, signing documents on your phone. And instead of keeping their prices the same like everybody else does, they pass the savings on to you because they know you're going to be happy with the service. Tell a friend, they get more business. Oh, what a novel concept. If I knew about these guys 10 years ago, I would have saved a boatload of money. On average, customers save about 10 grand in commissions. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. Sellfor1%.com.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here from Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. Maybe your furnace isn't running so well. Maybe you need a new tankless water heater, or maybe it's just a leaky sink. Let my team take care of you the same way they take care of all my championship buddies. Check us out at carpentercolumbus.com.
This is Corey Sickles with Safe Harbor Retirement Group. When you leave a job, don't leave your 401k. Grow your investment without the fees associated with 401k plans. Visit safeharboroh.com to schedule a complimentary meeting. safeharboroh.com.
The Jackets are back at Nationwide for a battle with the Rangers. Live fan coverage starts Saturday at 6:30.
Sponsored by Atlas Butler Heating and Cooling.
Your home for Blue Jackets hockey, the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is, fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Amazon Business offers smart business buying solutions, so you can spend more time growing your business and less time doing the admin. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Partly sunny skies, light winds, and a cool finish on this Friday, but at least we're dry. Temperatures in the mid-30s. Down to the upper 20s by your Saturday morning with mostly cloudy skies and light winds. We'll see a few pockets of freezing drizzle early, but freezing rain giving way to all plain rain by Saturday afternoon. Temperatures in the upper 30s late in the day. We'll dry it out for Sunday with some sun, 37. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
No Desmond Howard death wishes since 2012. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Friday. It's Tool of the Week Friday. Send in your Twitter tools at manandbone971. Also text the burner phone 614-787-3093.
Mike, can I say something really quickly before you move on? Can I say something nice about our boss, Matt Fishman? Matt Fishman, our guy, program director here at The Fan. I saw this today that he was named the third best program director of radio stations in North America. I'm going to say North America. I'm going to say North America, as voted on by his peers. And I just want to say, 1, they were wrong because he's number 1. But 3 is really good. Kudos to Fish for being voted top 3 program director in the country in the media survey that's put out there. I only say that solely because it's a contract year and I'm trying to make sure I get what I need. But also because Fish does a really great job. And we do like working with him. So Fish, well-deserved honors today.
And he hired you here too, right? If I remember right. I think
he did.
Yeah, Fish did.
He hired me.
He brought you in.
No, he did not.
You guys crossed paths, I believe. Yeah.
That's right.
No.
Hired me in.
Also, the photo that they use for Fish in this publication looks like he hasn't taken a crap in about 3 years. He's just got that look to him. I'm epically constipated.
He does have a look to him that's also saying, please don't make me do this again. I don't want to take another photo. Didn't look like he wanted to take the photo, but that's fine. Let him live.
Did you see the photo that I sent out of him on the email chain?
Yes, I did. That was
the young photo of him with hair.
Young Fish.
Oh, he's just a guppy.
That's right, guppy.
Guppy Fish.
Yes.
Fat Boy Food.
Common Man and T-Bone have very little value unless they're telling you about all the crap they can shove in your mouth so you can die quicker. It's time for Fat Boy Food Tip. Wait, how do you want me to say it? Tip? This is dumb. I quit.
Sponsored by Metal Supermarkets. Visit metalsupermarkets.com/Columbus for all your metal needs.
Jesus. All right.
Bob, there's still time. You can pull out. You don't have to do this. All right.
All right. We've talked about this place before, and one of their locations set to open tomorrow, Parlor Donuts. Opening its first Central Ohio storefront tomorrow, 8 a.m., 4290 Home Road in Powell. All right. They also have a Lewis Center store, but it's unclear when that location's going to open. But this one, new donut place, founded in Evansville, Indiana in 2019. They say they offer a variety of layered donuts, which are made by combining multiple layers of laminated dough similar to a cronut.
Oh.
Parlor offers a variety of flavors, including French toast, maple pecan, vanilla carnival, which is vanilla glazed with colorful sprinkles, churro, bourbon caramel, raspberry pistachio, and more. So look, this is a fancy donut. I'm sure it's going to cost you a little bit, but that's all right. It sounds delicious. Now, here's what I'd like to do, though, because I know that the places get frustrated about this, and it really bogs them down on the internet, and they get bad reviews. Don't go there the day that it opens at 9 o'clock in the morning and then hop on Google and say, they don't have their crap together.
Right.
I know they don't have their crap together. It's the first day. So let's give them a little grace to get the business up and running. If you go back in 2 weeks and it still sucks, by all means, put your 1-star review out there. But for the first couple weeks, give them a little bit of grace, please.
Yeah. I think that is, especially when there's a lot of hype around a place or people are very excited about a certain brand. I mean, that happened when Bojangles came to town, right? When I was all excited about it, and I went over there, and then we talked about it. It's like, oh, man, it's really busy over there. Real busy. It's like, yeah, because everybody's been waiting for it. I'm sure the Freddy's Custard places have been a little busy since they opened. The one on Hilliard Rome Road just opened here a few days ago.
Bojangles, by the way, wide open.
Oh, yeah, now.
Wide open.
It's going. It's going great. I mean, I've been there the last few times I've been. There have been a couple cars in the drive-thru, and they get you through quick. So maybe it's just they got it figured out. It's good. We do Fat Boy Food tips, and we do a lot of, we do tips, right? But it's usually
just the tips.
No, but we do usually tell you, hey, this place has this item, go get it. It's a good deal. Or like you said, hey, there's a new donut place opening. But to me, a Fat Boy Food tip can also be where someone shows you a new way to enjoy fat-ass foods.
I'll give you an example of that. Okay. You changed my mind on something.
Which
you told me about the everything bagel.
Oh.
And it's such a simple solution to something I've never thought of before, because the issue with the everything bagel is that a lot of the stuff flakes off.
They should call it an everywhere bagel
as you
because it
eat
goes everywhere.
Right? I mean, it's delicious, but, you get a little mess when you eat that. But what you suggested is getting a plain bagel, putting cream cheese on it, and then getting the everything bagel seasoning and sprinkling it on top of the cream cheese.
Yep.
Is a genius idea. That is the definition of a fat boy food tip.
And I still do it to this day. And the nice thing is you can turn any bagel you have, like any regular plain bagel, can become an everything bagel if you just do that little extra step. It's great. So I'm glad you like that. This is along the same lines for me because I never thought to do this. This was making the rounds of the internet. Someone on Twitter who goes by YC, just the letter Y, the letter C, says no one can stop you from using 3 King's Hawaiian rolls as one giant hot dog bun. And they have a picture of this where they took the King's Hawaiian rolls, laid them like on their side, essentially, so they're lengthwise, sliced it almost all the way through, but not quite. So there's a back to it, and then put a hot dog in it. Then in the picture, I see they've got stadium mustard, they've got relish, they've got tomatoes, they got peppers, they got all kinds of stuff on this. And it occurs to me, the Hawaiian rolls, when laid out like that, 3 across and then sliced, that allows for that's a solid, thick bun. That allows you to load up on toppings and it won't soak through. Some buns, they're kind of papery, they kind of fall apart a little quicker. This is a solid bun, but if you love the King's Hawaiian roll taste, why not put
now
that with all the...
That's right. They do make a King's Hawaiian hot dog bun, though.
They do, but what if that... Again,
that's more standard bun variety.
It is more, and this is a little bigger. So if you've got a really,
really big one,
sure, and
really put together,
or if you really want to go for the toppings, I say this is the next level. I could see doing this with a Bahama Mama. That looks like it would. You know what I'm saying? Like again, that's a bigger kielbasa that you're going to be getting there, but that's what I want. Something that's girthy that's going to hold up to it. I like it.
I haven't had a Bahama Mama in a long time.
They're one of my favorite things. I haven't had one in a while either. We got to make that happen. Got to go. You and me.
They still get rid of the buffet over there?
At the Schmitz?
The lunch buffet. They got rid of it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I don't know if they brought it back. I used to go there just for the buffet like once a year. I'd go there with my mom and my dad around Christmas time. But ever since they got rid of the lunch buffet, I have not been back in there.
You know a place that has another like German food spot? We went there with Lamson a million years ago. Former Crew goalkeeper Matt Lamson. That Columbus Manor Court place. Remember we went there?
Columbus Manor Court.
Yeah, it's right over. It was.
Oh yeah,
it's
is
over
that still
German
there?
Village. I don't. I think it is. It says it's. I'm looking right now on Google. It says open, closes at 12 a.m. But maybe it's not. You know what? I take it back. The place is called Walters. That's the restaurant in there. Walters at the Manor Court. That's the name of the place.
Okay,
that place is excellent. If you like German food and if you've had Schmitz, you like Schmitz. That's good. That Walters place is awesome.
I will say this. I'm not a big sauerkraut guy. Okay. I understand that in certain European cuisine, German food being one of them,
sure,
sauerkraut is a main star. Not really a fan. However, if you like it, I'll let you live. If you like it on your hot dog, I'll let you live. That's the New York style hot dog, right? Sauerkraut and mustard.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
However, I will draw the line at our resident white boy idiot, Adam King from 10 TV.
Okay.
Who, this is courtesy of Dom Taberi. He told me this. He told me he took Adam King out for an Italian sausage sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Here are acceptable toppings for an Italian sausage. First of all, nothing is fine. Giardiniera is fine. Peppers and onions. Maybe even a tomato sauce with some peppers if we're feeling randy. Right?
Yes.
You know what's not acceptable on an Italian sausage?
What's that?
Dumping sauerkraut on it like a hillbilly, like Adam King did.
So he took Italian sausage.
Yes, Italian sausage.
And then put sauerkraut, which
he said, well, I like hot dogs. This looks like a hot dog. I shall put sauerkraut on it. You goat. Tool of the week is next. 2 minutes.
Mike, that's called fusion, baby.
Mm-hmm,
that's just
that's
a fusion.
fusion.
That's Adam King's fusion restaurant right there.
Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got some slowdown due to an accident on Cannon Drive at 12th Avenue. And you should know that London Groveport Road near Parsons Avenue is currently closed due to an accident, so seek an alternate route. This report is sponsored by AEP Ohio. Falling behind on your electric bill? AEP Ohio can help with payment assistant programs. Take their quick 2-minute survey to find your options. Visit aepohio.com/billhelp today to get started. That's aepohio.com/billhelp. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit primesportsbook.com and use promo code JUSTSPORTS for a welcome bonus of up to $100.
Mark your calendars for Diamond Seller's Wedding Weekend, February 21st and 22nd. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Seller. Wedding Weekend is back with incredible offers you won't want to miss. Join us for buy one, get one half off wedding bands, 20% off diamond anniversary bands, and special no-interest financing on engagement rings. We've had the guaranteed best price for over 78 years. So choose a jeweler you can trust and come see us February 21st and 22nd at Diamond Seller on Salmo Road or at Easton Town Center.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter for Affinity Whole Health. I've trusted Affinity for 7 years for their testosterone replacement therapy. Why? Because it's natural for our bodies to gradually lose testosterone over time. This leads to brain fog, fatigue, muscle loss, low sex drive, none of the things you want. If you want to feel like you did in your prime and get your energy back, better mood, higher sex drive, increase muscle mass, then get started for free at feelgreatcolumbus.com. Affinity is local. They're accessible. They ship the treatments right to your door. feelgreatcolumbus.com.
Only one football game left this season makes me sad. But watching that last game at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus makes me very happy. Scotty Vegas, and we're throwing a super watch party for the big game February 9th. Reserve your table at HollywoodColumbus.com. Come early for a live sports betting show at 5. Stay for the game with prizes and prop contests. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 21 years or older to enter. See you at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook for a Super Sunday.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Common Man and T-Bone present Tool of the Week.
Sponsored by Metal Supermarkets. Visit metalsupermarkets.com/Columbus for all your metal needs.
Best tool, according to us, gets a $50 gift card to the Walrus. The Walrus, your downtown home for sports with 24 mega TVs. From the burner phone, Sniffy has sent this in.
Okay.
Sniffy says, my half donut eaters.
John Simon.
My tool of the week are all the dildaroonies at the fitness center who refuse to use the locker room to store their stuff. Instead, throw their bag, water bottle, towel, and phone in the middle of weight room. Then sit on a machine for 5 minutes on your phone before flexing in the mirror. Hashtag Ted is still cool.
Oh, there you go.
You got a fan there,
Ted
Teddy.
is cool. Ted is cool. I agree with that. This one's from 33 of them, a.k.a. Saltine, who says, my finger sniffers.
Bam Childers.
My tool of the week is my ex-girlfriend showing up to my house with only a few hours' notice, then sitting in front of my house for 4 hours, sleeping on my couch and harassing my girlfriend when she's the one who broke up with me. Hashtag GTH.
See, drama, Saltine. Drama.
He's got drama, man. It's crazy.
Paul Keels' handkerchief says, my man spreaders.
Ben Hartsock.
There we go.
My tools of the week are Man and Bone. The burner phone rarely gets any love anymore. So much it was left on the desk. Some of us have morals in deleted X and can't be online in the chat. Hashtag GTH. You're right.
You know what? Good for you. That's a good point.
Exactly right.
Good
I'm
point.
sorry. I've been taking you for granted. We're not going to have that anymore.
Taking you for granted?
Granted.
Oh, granted. Okay. I thought you said marble. Granite. Countertops. Yeah.
Who is this?
I don't know.
Hulk's bottom half.
There we go.
Well, that's not for us.
Oh, that's...
Oh, no. This is...
hang on.
He was replying to something else. I'm sorry.
I see. Okay.
Go ahead. You do something.
Bruce says, tool of the week is Bone for begrudging the Beatles, and then puts in parentheses, in caps, the Beatles! Their Grammy for Best Rock Performance for probably the last new song we'll ever get from them, and probably their last chance to ever win an award like that. Yet Bone feels so-called, quote, younger acts are more deserving. Hashtag GTH. I have many paragraphs of response to this.
Well,
but
you don't. You got to just take it.
I'm going to just take it. That's right.
Mike Capaces.
Lyle Ross.
My tool of the week is me Last night I was sitting on the couch with my wife while she was venting about her rough day at work when I thought was an innocent air burger come up.
Oh?
Unfortunately, the squeaker was a leaker. My wife was in the heat of her story, so I sat there in support while I looked her in the eye with a straight face and sat in my shame.
Oh, shame! Shame!
When the story was sat in my shame.
Sat in my shame.
When the story was over, I then had to awkwardly shuffle off to the bathroom where I covertly cleaned myself up and disposed of the evidence. R.I.P. to my Mack Weldons. They did not deserve their fate.
Are Mack Weldons?
That's an underwear brand.
Oh, okay. Are they nice?
Yeah, you get them online.
I don't know. All right, I haven't gone to a Mack Weldon before, but I'm liking it. That's good. This one comes from Chip Dip, who I already said, but I'm going to give it to him anyway because he needs to be read again. He says, my fat boys.
Mike Nugent.
My tool of the week is you because I was going to have delicious common man focaccia for the big game, but for some reason, I don't have the recipe. Just take it in GTH.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Muggsy's Leaper says, my shredded lettuce lovers.
Steve Bellisari.
We do love shredded lettuce. My tool of the week is McDonald's. The app shows a spicy chicken sando for 40% off, but they seem to no longer be available in the Columbus area, GTH. Yeah, they haven't been, and it sucks, and it's stupid.
Meg from Winnipeg says, my guys.
Ray Small.
My tool of the week is Rimmer for running his pie hole about my fair city and trashing my B&B business.
Oh.
Nothing but cancellations all day yesterday. What's the matter with open strip mines, slaughterhouses, and clouds of mosquitoes? Shut your trap, Nancy boy, and GTH.
Meg from Winnipeg.
Meg from Winnipeg.
My gal. Good job. Annie Hockhausen says, my guys.
Tyler Everett.
This one is going to be similar to the one you just read on the burner phone, man. It says, my tool of the week is whatever I had for breakfast that didn't sit well with me yesterday. I was on my way home and I felt a rumbling, then trusted a fart. Oh no, Paul Keel's voice. Oh no. Got home and had an emergency Hershey squirt cleanup.
Oh yeah.
Hashtag sharded, hashtag GTH.
Luke and Powell says, my tool of the week is my wife for admitting that she was the one that farted for an entire flight from France to Detroit and let me think it was some weird Parisian lady for 6 months. She did it. She did it. The call was coming from inside the house.
So wait a second. So the whole time he's like, can you believe this lady next to me is farting?
Look at this broad.
Meanwhile, she's like ripping ass.
6 months she
right
kept the
next to
lie.
him. Wow. That's bold. Good for her, though. Way to keep the lie going. Mark says, my guys.
Ryan Hamby.
Now, we read Mark earlier. He had the spread with the air-fried steak nachos, but this is what his tool of the week is. It says, my tool of the week is the guy who cut me off in a roundabout that made me go a different route where I got a speeding ticket 1 minute later. The ticket is on me, but what a dirtbag. So he's saying he would have been speeding either way, but the way he went, because he had to divert, ended up getting him because he was probably pissed off. He's probably like, ugh. And he drove fast.
There's probably not going to be a cop the other way.
Yeah, and he went in front of a cop, and yeah, it's no good. Type A Hole says, the person who's been in charge of trees in our village is apparently their tool of the week.
All right.
I came home yesterday, and half the trees around a lake at our public park are gone. There are 3 trees that are about to fall on the walking path, and somehow those are still there. I got to tell you, I have seen that so often where I'm like, oh, look at this beautiful stand of trees. Oh, this looks nice. And the next thing you know, one day they're like, oh, yeah, we cut that out. We had to we decided to widen the road a little bit or whatever. And it's like, okay.
Maybe they had a virus or something.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe there was some sort of bad beetle in there. Or maybe we needed
maybe there was
some Canadian lumber.
Maybe. Maybe there was an AI beetle in there, and it won a Grammy Award.
That was Larry Walker's nickname, Canadian lumber.
25% more of him now, or less of him. I don't know. Paul says, my guys.
Brandon Sane.
My tool of the week is Governor Sleepy Tea Mike DeWine for making us go back into the office when I don't even have suitable office space and get way more work done at home. And the Haslam's are also tools for everything. I'm guessing Paul works for the state.
I'm guessing Paul works for the state.
That's what I'm going to guess. And
yeah,
you know
you're going to lose your job anyway.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Fartbot 6000 says, my fellow flushers.
Brandon Joe.
My tool of the week is my friend Nate. You see, Nate has a couple of PS2 games that he should get buffed, but it's, because they get scratched. They're CDs,
I'm sorry.
right? But instead, he just puts the disc in the toilet and flushes it a few times, and the disc plays. Look, if that's a reference to a movie, Anthony Rothman, I'm sorry, I didn't get it. That's funny either way. I don't care. If that's a reference or if that's real, that's awesome. Dale says, my guys.
Maurice Hall.
My tool of the week is Tony Alford. Homeboy left for Michigan thinking the grass is greener only to miss out on a national championship ring. Womp, womp. Yeah, that's right. He sure did. So did the recruiting coordinator person. Remember that? Not recruiting coordinator. You know what I'm talking about? Person left over the summer. Left for Michigan.
Hey, Teddy, can I make a request?
Yes.
It's been a while since we've had some updated Paul Keel's names. Can we have some of that?
Yeah.
Next week or something? Just go get a bunch of names and cut them up?
I'll look into that. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's good. Ryan says, my guys.
Chimdi Chikwa.
My tool of the week is Virginia McCaskey for dying. Gone is the hope I had as a Bears fan that she was going to find the next Sid Luckman. Then he put in parentheses, rumors are she pushed George to get him and lead this team to greatness.
First of all, she is hanging out with Sid Luckman in the afterlife.
She is. Yeah.
She may have climbed on top of him. I have no idea. Sid Luckman? I hardly know him.
This next name is in reference to you screwing up the name of Bob Capace's famous jewelry store, Worthington Jewelers.
I did it once.
Okay,
it was an accidente.
I'm just telling you that's what this is. Worthington Jew Jiz Hornkamp says, my guys.
Oh, yes.
My tools of the week are the field mice that continue to sneak into my basement. I am up to 11 in a week with 2 kill-free traps. Luckily, they like peanut butter as much as Common Man and Dan Orlovsky.
First of all, you got to get some sort of, hole guy out there.
Hole guy.
You know, the guy who
get a hole guy.
fills up your holes?
Oh, fills up your holes.
You got some holes there. Second of all, I think it's time for a cat.
What does he fill up, Mike?
Your hole.
Your
bung?
Fills
fill the crack in.
Fills in the cracks and gaps.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Fills in the cracks and gaps.
Fills in the cracks and gaps.
Come on.
Field mice don't get in.
Okay.
Oh, we got to go. Come on.
Oh. I don't know. Who do you want me to pick there? What do you like? You gotta go. You know what? It was funny enough. I don't know if it's real. Fartbot 6,000 wins. Your friend flushing the game in the toilet and it works? Sure.
Fartbox gets a $50 gift card to the Walrus. The Walrus, your downtown home for sports with 24 mega TVs. Back page coming up. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're looking at some residual traffic from an earlier accident if you need to travel on East Livingston Avenue near Fairwood Avenue. And when things are slow on eastbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 23 and 71. This report is sponsored by True Green. True Green. Get a golf course quality lawn that's more affordable than you think. Don't wait. Visit truegreen.com today and let the pros handle the work while you enjoy the results. That's trugreen.com. True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit primesportsbook.com and use promo code JUSTSPORTS for a welcome bonus of up to $100.
They're trained. They're fired up.
Let's do it.
When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey, it's Anthony. I got to tell you, when you don't have the support you need, it affects everything. Feet, knees, hips, back, even your mood. I finally went to the Good Feet store, and once I was personally fitted for my arch supports, I felt a ton better. I will never wear another pair of shoes again without sliding in my personally fit Good Feet arch supports. That's because they help me eliminate my foot pain. It's such a good feeling knowing that I can be on my feet and not worrying about I'm going to wake up with low back pain or feel a weakness somewhere. I trust the Good Feet store because for more than 30 years, they've helped thousands of people just like me get back to feeling comfort on a daily basis. They take pleasure in that. And it's their personal 3-step system designed to support, balance, and strengthen your feet that guides them into their ideal position. I'm the proof. I wear them every day, even when I'm biking at the gym. So go in, take the free test walk at the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway and on Stringtown Road in Grove City or goodfeet.com.
Get it right with help from Right Rug Flooring. Thousands of styles are in stock and ready for next day expert installation. Like carpet starting at $219 a square foot installed with pad. And luxury vinyl starts at only $399 a square foot installed. Unmatched value with 24-month financing available. Visit a showroom or schedule a free in-home estimate today. Get it right with Right Rug Flooring. Your beautiful new floor is right here, right now.
Giant Eagle is making it easy to surround yourself with the sound of freshness. With new low prices on hundreds of your favorite produce items, so you save on all the crunch, all the flavor, all the just-picked goodness you love. Surround yourself with savings every time you shop with new low prices on apples, carrots, lettuce, celery, and more. Enjoy fresh savings on fresh produce at your neighborhood Giant Eagle.
The New Year's celebration is come and gone, but my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin are still offering those great deals. Rich is sticking with rates starting as low as 0% and leases starting from only $249 a month. Test drive the Prologue, the new all-electric SUV from Honda. And how about the very popular CR-V LX all-wheel drive? A 25 lease is only $349 a month for 36 months with $19.99 down. See the dealer for all these amazing details. Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270.
Much like a vampire, we need to be invited into your house. But once we're in, we never leave. Listen to The Fan on your Alexa or Google Home smart speaker. Just say play 97.1 The Fan and prepare to be amazed. Do it now.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. I want to tell you about my new obsession, Daisy French Onion Dip. One of my guilty pleasures during football season is eating dip with chips and wings and even veggies while watching the big game. And now Daisy came out with Daisy French Onion Dip and Daisy Ranch Dip. These are a game changer. As good as homemade dip, and they've got real herbs and spices. Ingredients you'd find right in your own kitchen. Next time you're watching a big game, before you do, stop at the store and grab these new Daisy French Onion or Daisy Ranch Dips.
For a limited time at Speedway, get 2 big pizza slices and your favorite Coca-Cola 20-ounce for only $5 with Speedy Rewards. Choose from Classic 3-Cheese, Pepperoni, or Extreme Meat Pizza. Save big with the $5 meal deal with Speedy Rewards. Only at Speedway. Valid through 3/4/25. See app for full terms.
At NJM Insurance, we're like a symphony. It all starts by doing the right thing. Add in dedicated reps. And put policyholders first. But no jingles or mascots because it's just not us. Insurance underwritten by NJM Insurance Company and its subsidiaries.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Buckeyes Show coming up at the top of the hour. The fine host of the Buckeyes Show is Timmy Hull, but he's not here tonight. So it's Tito, Jeff Thidoff.
One of the finest, right?
The finest we could afford and get on such short notice.
That's fantastic. That's a great endorsement by you.
We had a little situation in the last segment where somebody said they had like 11 field mice in their basement. And I said it may be time for a cat. Now, I'm sure I'm going to regret this.
Yep.
But you walked in and said, I got a story about a cat.
First of all, I didn't say it like Jeff Rimmer.
No, Rimmer sounds like this.
Okay, sorry.
I have a story about a cat.
I do.
And I'm scared, but I'm going to let you tell the story about a cat.
I want everyone to understand, the funny part is at the end, not the beginning.
Okay.
All right. There's a setup to this.
Yes,
and
on a scale of 1 to 10, how offensive is his story?
It's probably a 12. But anyway, so I've got a buddy of mine. He was with first administration, let's say first marriage. Okay. And he's married to a woman, and he's a college baseball player, by the way. Damn good ball player. And his wife, I think a fiance at the time, though, had this cat that was just not nice to him. Would bite him, would scratch him, all this. As a matter of fact, one weekend, he had to tell his coach in college, I can't play baseball this weekend because my hand is bandaged from this cat.
Wow. So the cat really doing some damage.
The cat's doing some damage.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Anyway, one day,
whatever, fiance, wife, whatever, not home at the apartment. And he's sitting there with his hand bandaged, and he always keeps a bat next to him just to kind of swing. You know, he's a baseball player. He's always like, does that, get the grips right and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, he's sitting there one day. This cat jumps at him. Like, he could see the cat was going to do something to him, like a Cujo kind of thing. I don't know who the mean cat would be, but a Cujo dog kind of thing. He said this is going to happen. This cat lunges at him. And to defend himself, because he only got one hand anyway, he takes the bat and swings it, trying to just push the cat away.
Hold on a second. So he sees the cat lunging.
Yes.
While the cat is in midair.
Yes.
What is this, the Matrix?
No, he just grabs it out.
You're saying he already had the bat in his hand. He was just kind of
all right,
working on his grip.
By the way, he's a baseball player. A lot better hand reflexes than us.
Okay, sure.
So swings it. Does not mean to kill the cat. Just wanted to push the cat away.
When you say swings it, he didn't it's not like he's in the box with a 2-2 count and he's loaded up.
He's sitting in a recliner.
He just
with one hand bandaged.
He's trying to swat it away.
Yes,
the bat, he's trying to just move it out of its way, block the cat from getting there.
Something else happened.
Cat dies. He hits the cat in the head.
Okay, that's not a minor point to the story.
That's not the funny part. So don't laugh if you're driving your car. Don't laugh. Anyway, he disposes of the said cat. Wife, fiance, whatever, gets home and is like, where's Sprinkles? And my buddy's like, I don't know. I'm not sure. They look around the house for Sprinkles for a while. Then he says, oh, you know what? I took the trash out to the dumpster. I wonder if he got out then. So now she's worried about Sprinkles. She's very dramatic. She's very emotional about this. And so they spend the next couple of weeks. And my friend did. The friend who was the assailant, going door to door, knocking on. Have you seen Sprinkles with a flyer?
So he's keeping up the lie.
Yes, he is. He's this Costanza, and he putting up pictures on telephone poles. Like, have you seen Sprinkles? Contact this number. Whatever. He knows Sprinkles is coming back. He knows that, right?
That's something.
So after a few weeks, they give up hope. The wife figures Sprinkles is just moved on to another home.
So he never cops to it.
No, never cops to it.
Wow.
Until they get divorced. Now, they're divorced. Everything's done. Papers signed. All these things are done. And they're sitting in a room together. And he says to her, look, everything's done. Everything's finished. We're all agreed upon. Is there anything you want to confess to me? And she says, yeah, I cheated on you. He goes, oh, okay. I killed your cat.
Wow. That is, I think...
a lot to unpack there.
There's a lot there.
Tito, I think the most amazing part / horrifying part of that story is the gesture of him walking around knocking on knocking on a door. A person you don't know opens the door and you're like, hello, stranger.
Yes.
Can you please help me find my cat?
Sprinkles, yes.
Knowing in his head, this stranger will never find this cat.
Yes.
And then having to deal with, where did you last year? Like, in our house.
Right,
I opened the door. Sad story.
Right.
Like that's such a level of psychopath behavior. Do you still hang out with this guy?
I'm not going to talk about that right now. But he's walking around and saying, Sprinkles.
How many shovels does this guy? This guy use a shovel? Is he good with a shovel?
Like the treats. He might be shaking the treats. Not as good as with the bat, but shaking the treats, trying to get him to come up, and all this stuff. Sprinkles.
Did he play professional ball?
He did not. But he's killed 7 cats since then. No, it's not true. That's not true.
You?
No, just the one. I'm sorry.
He's the Central Ohio cat killer?
No.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's all.
Too hot. Yeah. Okay.
What's coming up on the Buckeyes show?
God, after all that, I don't know. No, Ross
More
Bjork.
tales of animal murder.
Don't say that.
No, the cat picked the fight.
It was
right. Don't pick the fight if you don't want to see how it works out.
I'm with you.
It was cat slaughter. Manslaughter, right, is when you don't mean to kill someone, but it does happen at your hand. That's what happened here.
If you kill your mom, it's matricide. If you kill her while doing your laundry, it's laundromaticide. We're going to talk to Ross Bjork.
You know what?
Talk to Dom Taberry. No,
come on,
that's pretty good. That's not bad.
I'd rather have dead air at 6 o'clock.
That's not bad. Ross Bjork talked to Dom Taberry. We'll hear from that. Big win for the Buckeye basketball team last night. Ross Bjork will be earlier, and then later on we'll listen, obviously, to Jake Diebler, about what happened with that huge Buckeye comeback last night.
Who's hosting?
It's me and Tyvis.
So the big tease is listen to Ross Bjork talk to someone else.
And another Taberry. Tito, Tyvis, Taberry.
Hey.
The Dom father.
I ever tell you about the time I killed the cat?
Don't. No. It was Dom. There we go. Now we got it out there. Now you've uncovered the truth.
Oh, there it is.
The Back Page. The Back Page with Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Bone. Well, man, are you familiar with the Record Store Day? You ever heard of that? Record Store Day happens this year on April 12th. It is where a bunch of, obviously you're encouraged to go to record stores, buy vinyl if you like that sort of thing. But a lot of bands will put out exclusive vinyl, exclusive records just for this day. And once they're gone, they're gone. Well, a band you like, Oasis, is going to be re-releasing some music. They have obviously their huge reunion tour coming up this year. They are putting out the Best Of collection, Time Flies, which features their catalog from 1994 to 2009, available on vinyl for the first time, with remastered audio and completely new packaging. The box set is numbered and includes 4 colored LPs. And Noel Gallagher said he loves record shops, and they were very important growing up. So look for that April 12th on Record Store Day. Mike, I'm sure you'll be outside standing in line for it.
If I had to pick one musician who I bet has killed a cat, it's Noel Gallagher.
Is that right?
Absolutely.
Did he play college baseball? I'm not familiar.
No, he's not familiar with what baseball is.
Yeah, I'm guessing not.
Buckeyes show's next. Have a great weekend. Go team! Super Bowl. We'll be back Monday to break it down as well as we can. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Expect some slowdown due to an accident if you're traveling on Cannon Drive at 12th Avenue. And we also have a 5-minute delay on eastbound 33 between 270 Southeast and E. Bright Road. This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. It's Mattress Firm's President's Day sale. Get matched to your perfect bed now and sleep at night. Plus, if you see a lower price, they'll match it. Hurry and stop by Mattress Firm to upgrade today. Restrictions apply. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
This is a Fan Action Update.
Oh, the puppies were set. There was a kiss off the glass and some onions from Bruce Thornton as the Buckeyes come away with the huge win over Maryland last night. Bruce Thornton, 17 points in the last 7 minutes. Ohio State somehow covers the 2-point spread with a 3-point win. They were minus 130 on the money line. Total State under 148.5 for your Action Update. I'm Scotty Vegas. The kiss.
Enjoy rates as low as 9.90% APR with a Visa Platinum credit card from BMI FCU. The perfect low-rate card for your wallet. Apply today at bmifcu.org/visa.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio.
At Meijer, we work hard to bring more of the good life to your life so you can bring home more perfectly plump and flavorful produce picked for precise freshness, beautifully marbled beyond brag-worthy certified Angus beef, and more must-have money-saving M-Perks rewards. Because saving more on local favorites is good, but bringing home more of what you love in every trip, that's the good life. We do more to make life a good deal better at Meijer.
Common Man and T-Bone here. Bone, did you know that the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus has over 30 TVs, 2 massive video walls? They even have recliners, a full-service bar and restaurant, a betting counter, and over 30 kiosks?
I did know that, but I also know that you can reserve a table right now at Hollywood Casino Columbus at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook and guarantee your spot and get some game day swag while you do it. Just visit hollywoodcolumbus.com/casino/sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Big game party? Save big with Hothead Burritos Super Online Catering Discount. Bowls, burritos, tacos. Your guests will have a blast creating their own with choices for groups of 10 or more. Plan your menu now for Sunday's game at hotheadburritos.com.
Back in the studio with a return visit from
Todd Schmelt.
Todd, the last time you were with us, you claimed to be
the dumbest person in Columbus.
You're being really hard on yourself.
Not in the least. You know what I got?
I hate to ask.
One of them thermostats with the dial and the needle. Woo, woo, woo.
Maybe that's not modern, but not...
What am I? Eli Whitney, Elias Howe, Johann Gertis?
I don't know who those people are.
Those are old-timey people from the 19th century, and that's me. Outdated, like my silly old thermostat.
Okay, look, you're not the dumbest guy in Columbus. You just haven't called Apex Pros.
The pros who knows?
Those guys. Whether it's the latest technology, fixing your furnace, or a brand new system, they know all the stuff so you don't have to.
I don't have to know it all?
Nah, you just have to know the pros who knows.
Apex Pros. I'm not the dumbest guy in Columbus.
I didn't even know who Johann Gertis was.
Inventor of the gas-powered unicycle. Look it up, doy.
Okay, you don't have to be me.
No doubt about it. Columbus loves Apex Pros, the pros who knows. ApexPros.com.
Attention lovebirds. Valentine's Day is almost here, and Diamonds Direct has the gifts to wow your special someone. From dazzling diamonds and trending gold to vibrant gemstones, pearls, even timepieces. With hundreds of stunning styles under $1,000 and an exquisite collection of one-of-a-kind luxury pieces. Make your moment unforgettable. The best selection, value, and service are waiting for you. Make this Valentine's unforgettable with fine jewelry for every budget. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Regenerative treatments for joint pain are creating lots of excitement in the orthopedic community. QC Kinetics Medical Director Dr. Ray Tessner recalls a recent conversation with one of the country's most acclaimed orthopedic doctors.
He said, when you and I are young, the arthroscope was a quantum leap in treating orthopedic problems. I think regenerative medicine is the new arthroscope.
Surgery is no longer the go-to solution for chronic joint pain in your knees, hips, shoulder, or back. QC Kinetics is leading the next quantum leap. All-natural regenerative treatments that provide relief and mobility.
I think one of the tenets of being a good physician is the old saying of do no harm. That's what I enjoy about this form of treatment is there's very little chance that we're going to cause harm, and that's refreshing to me to be able to eliminate the dangers that can come sometimes with surgeries.
Book your free consultation today in Dublin or Gahanna. Call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. Or go to qckinetics.com/Columbus.
Sebastian Maniscalco.
Now, is this a family? Is this your mother? Where is she? Is she in the crowd? The mom's up there. What kind of family is this? I'm sorry.
It Ain't Right Tour 2025.
The poor mother is in the balcony, and the kids are down here with the father and his gumad. If this was the 80s, the kids would have been up there, and the parents would have been down here.
Sebastian Maniscalco, live on stage in Cleveland. Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, Friday, February 7th. Get tickets now at rocketmortgagefieldhouse.com.